Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, it is time to bring the noise. We got the legend in the booth, Bruce Merchant. How you feeling, Bruce? We made it alive.
Yeah, a lot of rain.
Lot
We got to Lafayette. It took us nearly an hour to get from Crowley to here, but field drained quickly.
Yep.
And after an hour of warm up and pregame stuff here at the stadium's homecoming here at Southside tonight, we are just about ready to go. The two captains, one for each team, meet at midfield. Daniel Burton for the Golden Tornadoes, Jaden Riley for the Southside Sharks, and that's where we are. District 3-5A play between the Golden Tours and the Southside Sharks. Southside won the game last year in Sulphur, 38-35, I believe it was. They scored late to take the lead. The Golden Tours missed a field goal. I think it hit the upright. That would have tied it up and set it into overtime. Sulphur 0-1, losing last week 27-14 to Lafayette at Matt Walker. Meanwhile, the Sharks started off the season with a win over Franklin, but have lost two in a row to Karen Crow, and then they were pummeled by Acadiana last week, 48-7. For Southside, it's a veteran team. This is their second varsity year, and they've got a lot of seniors led by their quarterback, Dylan Manette, who threw for 400 yards against the Golden Tours last year in that victory for the Sharks in Sulphur. We're at Turlings Catholic High School on the north side of Lafayette. Southside, a brand new school near Youngsville, but do not have athletic facilities yet, so they play football here at Turlings Catholic.
Yeah, I was talking to one of the ladies from last year that was up in the booth at Matt Walker, and just really complimenting the facility that the Tours get to play in, and was really looking forward to building something like that of their own. And we are grateful to have such a wonderful facility and a wonderful home field advantage when we're playing there. But it's a great place too, Bruce. I was really impressed. You know, when we first showed up, you and I got out the truck. I mean, they had easily 4 inches of water on the turf, and it drained really well. So we shouldn't be dealing with really the elements like when we showed up. So
I think if you can see it on the picture there, the water was out to the numbers.
Yeah, easily. And that's what they're looking at right now, Bruce. They can see the field, kind of a wide shot. So did you notice who got the ball? Looks like Southside's going to take it.
Southside will take it. I don't know exactly who won the toss, but you know, for all the years I have been doing this, that's one thing that we miss almost every game is who wins the toss.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's getting rowdy. We got a really nice turnout for the Southside Sharks. Tours traveled well too, but hey, we're so glad to have you here on the feed with Tornado Radio Network. And our mission is if they can't make it, we're going to be here for them. And we sure did. We showed up in true Storm fashion.
Yes.
Which made it very interesting. But we're going to kick it off here as the Tours are going to play a little bit of defense. And Tony is going to tell us about the concession stand Frito pie he's working on right now.
It looks good.
It does look good. Tony, you want to leave a comment?
I ordered a cheeseburger, or I ordered a sausage on a bun, and Kyle came back with this.
So far, Tony's ordered at least 3 or 4 items through me, which none of which I've delivered on because it just is not happening for me at the concession stand. Maybe it'll happen for the Tours on the field, Bruce.
Long ride in the back of that truck to Sulphur, you know.
Long ride, a failure for me. Yeah, got to take care of the guys that got us here. So, man, I am so pumped, though, Bruce. You know, I missed last week. You and Mitch got to cover the game, and I've just been thinking about this all day. Let's get it going. Kicking it off right now.
Habit sends it to the near side, and he kicks it pretty deep. It's taken at the 4-yard line to the hash mark near side, to the 20, to the middle, to the 25 or so. And let's see if we can get the number. This is an announcer's nightmare, dark gray jerseys with black numbers. So it's just going to be,
like number
5, that would be Jake Held. And here comes Dylan Monette and the Sharks.
So we know they've got some weapons. Was it Malik from last year that really showed up big? At receiver,
I saw that
possibly?
number. Yeah. There's one to the left, 2 over here to the right. The Sharks go from left to right, north to south here at Turlings in the first quarter. Split backfield with Monette right in the middle. So it's going to be tough picking up the numbers here. So 1st and 10 from the 25. Monette with the snap. He'll hand it off, coming to the near side. Golden Tours are there on defense.
Very nice.
And a very short gain, maybe a couple of yards.
Tyler Massey bringing the noise. He's a sophomore. Wow. He looks great. He looks great in uniform, that's for sure. Really closed in nicely. A lot of hats around the ball.
We are in the same booth with the TV,
Is that
folks.
the Pumas?
So
The Pumas brother. So when we start covering basketball, Bruce.
that one I don't know.
Abby Massey, that's her brother.
All right. This time they'll run it up
Oh,
the middle, and again the Golden Tours right into one of the linebackers. Gain of a couple more. It'll be third down and
ready.
6.
Corey Hyatt
Markintel
on the smack. Am I on the wrong page? He's number 5, right? Linebacker.
Ridge Markintel, 54.
That we'll be keeping an eye on tonight. He really had a good game.
Yeah, I can barely see those numbers. I'm guessing it's Monette at quarterback.
Tony's going to spot in between bites.
Good deal.
Boy, that smells great.
One man in the backfield, 2 Monettes left, and he'll throw. It is caught.
He didn't make it easy.
No, it's a great catch. Somebody had a hand in there.
It's like Grayson Stelly. He's a freshman, Bruce. Grayson Stelly. Is that Stelly? Another Stelly coming through? Jeez. I love it. He looks great in uniform, too.
Like Walker brothers are everywhere.
Yeah. Don't mind at all. So we got third down, Bruce. I'm excited about that because it looks like they've got quite a bit of yardage. Oh, is that first?
It is a first down, just barely.
Numbers.
Monette will keep it. A lot of room to the 40, cuts to the left. And he goes down after a gain of 9 out near the 44-yard line. This is a quarterback that can do everything.
Yeah, he really can. Dylan Monette, he's a senior, so he's got experience.
Didn't we talk on the way over here that he had played at Como?
Oh, yeah.
As a sophomore. Of course, now he's been here. A lot of these kids came from Como.
Yes.
2nd and 1. Offset I. The deep man's got it for the first down on the left side of the 50.
He's shifty.
The 43-yard line. Pruitt, they say his name is. We'll have to steal it from the TV, folks. Jack Pruitt.
Yep. And Pruitt, I'm sorry, there's Arsamon. He's a senior. That's going to move the chains, too.
So they'll move it to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 now coming up for the Sharks. We're just underway here at Curling's High School in Lafayette.
So far, a couple big gashes by the Sharks on offense. Defense still trying to get settled in, but we know they've got the ability to do it.
They'll run it again.
There he is.
This time the Golden Tours with just a couple of yards, maybe 3 to the 41-yard line.
Tyler Massey again. He is having a great first drive on defense. All over the place for the Tours. Really looks good.
So it's 2nd and a short 8, long 7 coming up for the Sharks.
Now tonight, Bruce, we got a lot of sponsors start helping us out this year, starting with Southern Technology. Sean Davis, go see him, get linked up, let him help you with your business, networking, computer services. Southern Technologies, Sean Davis.
From the pistol formation, the deep man has it. He runs past a couple of Tours in the backfield, but still a short gain to the 39-yard line. Here comes another third down for
35.
The Hugo. Sharks. They'll need 5.
That's Hugo Perez. Is that a brother of former Perez that played?
He had a good game last week. And the Tours jump, so that'll be a first down.
Killing me.
And the dead ball offsides against the Tours. That's the first penalty of the ball game, and it gives the Sharks another first down, their 3rd first down in this possession, which began back at their 25-yard line.
Well, penalties no good for business, but what is?
Not on 3rd down.
Nope.
9 minutes to go. We've played 3 here in the first quarter. First possession of the game here for Southside. Monette to throw. Throws deep.
Take a look.
It is incomplete.
Oh, wow. That ball was well thrown.
They're going to call interference on Sulphur.
Yeah. Did he look back enough?
No, I don't think he looked back at all.
He was running with him, but I didn't see the head turn, so penalty against the Tours on that one.
It looked like great coverage from our vantage point. Sometimes
so 2 straight calls against the Tours will result in 2 first downs for Southside. It'll be a 15-yarder.
All right, so we got some stats coming in from other Tornado Radio Network, Mitch Red giving us some stats on Malik Neighbors. Was at Como last year. It's at Southside now. But he is ineligible but committed to Mississippi State.
Yeah, there he
So
is, 23.
We've got an elite athlete there to try to take care of on the field tonight.
He doesn't throw the flag.
Really nice thrown ball, Bruce.
Yep. The
Could've been
receiver
caught
slowed
possibly.
up just a hair, and that the Sulphur defender ran right into him. That was Lorette.
We've had some bright
14.
spots. But
This
unfortunately,
may
those
be the
penalties.
best quarterback that they face. I would be willing to bet.
Yeah.
I think this could be the best quarterback they see all year. So it's 1st and 10 at the 19 now for the Sharks, headed toward your right as you look at your computer or your phone. They will run it, hit in the backfield, and a short gain. That's Markintel on the stop for the Tours. See if that guy will turn this way and see his number.
6 foot, just over 200 pounds, but he's a presence on that defensive line.
And he's quick, and he shot
Second down.
And he's a sure tackle.
That's Malik,
You saw
I
when he
think,
got
huh?
in the backfield. It was a sure
31.
tackle. That was a great play there.
Brett Brignac.
Second
Yep.
down and 9.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9 from the just short of the 18-yard line now for
Taking up more than
the
4
Sharks.
minutes
Out
here
of the
for
pistol
Southside.
formation, they'll give it to the deep man. He's hit again in the backfield.
Look at that. It's almost
Falling
finished.
forward maybe a yard. Ethan Arsamont once again.
They call the thing a rodeo, like they say.
He's just beating him off the line of scrimmage. I mean,
Ridge
he's just
Markintel
getting in that backfield.
getting it.
Okay.
Coming out the
Watch
gates.
how quick he gets over
So it'll
there.
be 3rd down and
I mean,
well, just 9. No gain on the play.
Yeah, Ridge was on a mission. That last play really came in hot.
He's using his quickness to get in the backfield.
It should be posted, guys. I just shared the link again to Facebook. So all he's got to do to our Facebook page. Just tell him to go to the Facebook page.
All right, big 3rd down now. 3rd and 9 for Southside. Barnett to throw. Got time. Throws far side. Incomplete. Threw it a little bit too hard and too far out in front. So now what do the Sharks do? They're going to send in the field goal team.
Hey, bend don't break, Bruce. I'm glad to see.
That'll be a big win if you
yeah.
can get this one.
Yeah, we talked about just the other teams having a couple games ahead of the Tours to get warmed up, and we're figuring things out. But so far, a lot of bright spots on the defense, a lot of players really flying around the ball tonight. Let's see if we can block this field goal attempt.
So it'll be a 36-yarder right straight down the middle. Braxton Gilbo, his kick is ugly, and it is no good. He hooked it to the left, so Gilbo's kick is no good, and a very good stop by the Tours once the Sharks got down inside the 20-yard line. They held them to just 1 yard in the missed field goal. So Sulphur will take over with 7:03 to go. Almost 5 minutes of possession time for Southside. And Sulphur with their first possession at their 20-yard line.
But I mean, what a stance there for Sulphur. You talk about bend, but don't
Here comes
break.
Clark, the quarterback.
A lot of plays there and a lot of yards, but at the end of
3
the day,
touchdown passes and 1 interception
that's gotta feel like
in last week's
a victory
loss.
there for Sulphur.
The Tours had a 14-7 lead at the half. 2 receivers to the right, wing left and wing right. 1 man in the backfield with Clark in the shotgun. He will hand it off to Harris, who gets the first possession. Harris will pick up 1 to the 21, almost the 22-yard line. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and a long 8 for Sulphur. Golden Tours were able to run the ball quite a bit last week against Lafayette, especially early on. But then the offensive line and the defensive line both got a little bit tired as the game progressed.
Yeah.
2 receivers out here to the left, 1 over to the right. The Tours go from right to left. Man in motion out the backfield. Clark, here comes the pressure to throw, rolls far side, throws, and it's going to be picked at the 40.
That was
To the 35 on the near side, trying to get a block to the 30 to the 27-yard line. So the first
Jeez.
turnover of the ball game. Yep.
a lot of coverage there, Bruce. There's 3 guys around him, and he just chunked it. Hey, he moved out of the pocket well, but maybe we'd have been better off just getting a couple yards and going to the next
Flag
play.
down.
Hey, yeah, got a little laundry there.
Well, Jeff, at the outset, I told you it was going to come down to quarterback play.
Second interception of the season for Clark.
And here's the first mistake.
It comes in his own territory.
Did a good job escaping the pressure, but instead of just throwing it away, really threw it right into the triple coverage.
Well, Bruce, we're back on defense.
Around, to make a play. Should have thrown that.
But I tell you, I'm confident. I've seen a lot of good things. Can you turn this down for you?
I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yep.
Dylan Duran and put his team right
Old
back in
man
the scoring position.
ears, and
All right,
he can't
penalty
take the
against the
sound
Sharks.
anymore, you know.
Yeah, a little loud. Turn mine down a little too. There you go.
15 yards against Southside.
Well,
I didn't see
that's
exactly
one way to
what
play
it was.
defense.
Oh, block at the back.
Yeah.
So that's the first penalty against Southside, but they still end up in Sulphur territory at the 36-yard line. It is a 1st and 10. And Dylan Monette and his 2 receivers to the left, 2 over here to the right on the near side, 1 man in the backfield to the left of Bonnet. Man goes in motion, high snap. He will throw it. It is caught at the 15 to the 10 and caught from behind at about the 9-yard line.
That was a great throw, Bruce. I mean, you can't thread the needle any better than that. Monette really showing off his abilities there. Right in the middle of the coverage.
The slant.
That's 29 on
ran
the
it perfectly.
Grayson Stelly really running with him. I mean, that was a great throw. I mean, Stelly was right there with him.
So 1st and goal to go. The ball right at the 10-yard line. They cannot get a first down. Monette between split backs. Tours are coming.
Here it is.
Yep, Monette bobbled it again. Another high step, and that's going to cost him 4 yards. All the way back at the 14-yard line. The defense was coming on the blitz.
Bladen Laidlaw getting in there and getting it done.
They'll mark it at the 13. That's 2 bad snaps.
Yeah.
Run these read shotgun type offenses.
And Dylan Bird.
If it's high or low and you can't go off the timing, and so that's what happened on that play. Just killed it because of a high snap.
2nd and goal, and now we have
a timeout.
The officials timeout. They're giving us the water breaks.
I will take it. So, guys, we've got some great sponsors. We talked about Southern Technologies. Let me give a big shout out to my hometown bank, First National Bank DeRitter in Sulphur, Louisiana. Community banking for a new generation. You can take that to the bank. Also, King Mechanical LLC. Clayton King is the man to get your house cooler than it was before. New business in Sulphur. He also specializes in preventive maintenance. Give him a call. King Mechanical LLC, Clayton King. Oh, another one of those. Hey, how long has Cajun Monograms been in business in Sulphur? Huge shout out to Mike and Wendy Kuntz for helping us, supporting us this year, getting us some equipment so we can be here for you today. And hey, I'm going to risk our lives, Bruce, to be here today.
Yeah, because we weren't driving.
We were not driving.
No, we were sitting in the back seat.
Tony Tremonti had our lives in his hands. So big shout out to those guys.
No problem. I was fine.
So we're back at it. 2nd down.
Following the water break, pistol formation, also with a running back to the left of Monette. 2 receivers to the left, 1 over here to the right. Again, they send the blitz.
They're coming. Here we go.
And it is dumped over the head
of
the man he tried to get it to out here. And again, the Golden Taurus coming on the blitz. That's Javin Etain.
Yeah.
Javid Etain.
31 calls it a disturb. That was 13. Zach Bouillon. So pass was intended for 30. Oh, it's 3rd down.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying how many Frito pies you ate.
3. It was intended for 6.
I've been 3 trips down to the concession stand, but it's 3rd down, guys. No score, though.
In the backfield, 1 man to the left of Monette, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. The throw is
that's good.
Incomplete, trying to get that slant once again.
Who's that? Dylan Bird again, flying around.
So we'll see another field goal attempt here by the Sharks. And again, 2 possessions inside the 20-yard line for the Sharks, and the Golden Tour defense allows a grand total of about 3 yards.
Hey, that pass broken up, brought to you by Brandon Dever, Ward 4 Marshall. Thank you for your support, and good luck in the upcoming election. We appreciate his contribution to the Tornado Radio Network.
This one he kicked a long way.
That one had no question, Bruce.
And it is good. So 5 minutes and 11 seconds left.
Yep.
It's 3-0 here in the first.
Bruce, you want to switch spots? You get a little better look?
No.
Feeling good?
Yep.
Hey. Legend is comfortable. We'll leave him that way.
Well, trying to get as far away from the TV guys. So
Yeah.
we don't,
I hear you.
We don't interfere.
That's true. Well, guys, we've seen a solid, little bit of football. We're starting late, but if it wasn't for Cabbage Patch Flowers and Gifts, Nancy Ray and her contribution to the Tornado Radio Network, we wouldn't be here. And also, the generous demo vehicle by Billy Navarre Chevrolet, driven by Tony Tremonti. Go see him for your next vehicle. So, guys, I got a lot of shout-outs to give. We just had some tremendous support. Cutters Outdoor Power Equipment, Michael and Brittany Welsh, some hometown folks. Really appreciate them. 15 years in business, personal buying experience, just really catering to your specific needs. And I've been in there, Tony. It took everything I had not to get one of those bad boys. Those mowers are just incredible. And you've got a business, too. Last time I checked, it was just about everything on Facebook that you can imagine, right? Calcasieu Lawn Care. Go check those guys out. I mean, whatever you need, just call them. Just call Tony.
Nancy Roy?
I did.
You know who Nancy Roy is, huh?
Oh, yeah, Cabbage Patch.
Yeah. That's Wendy Cooch's mother.
That's right.
Yeah. Went to school with Wendy's a little bit younger than me, but her older sister.
So
they're from Vinton.
We walked across the street to Nancy's place the same day that Wendy and them were helping us out. So we went and saw Nancy, had a nice conversation with her.
Yep.
So, look, these sponsors, guys, we're just having such a better year because of them and their contributions. And we're kicking it off, Bruce. What we got down there?
This is Gilbo's kick to the 3. Coming to the near side of the 15, to the 20, the 25, and about the 30-yard line. That appears to be Creary, trailing Creary, number 10.
Hey.
And a good return out to the 30.
He did. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's right. It was against the Washita.
Yeah.
The kid jumped on his back, and I remember telling him, I think Clover may have still been with me, said, that is not going to be good.
No.
Yep.
Had a terrible injury.
Yep.
Yeah. Terrible injury. Bruce, after an interception like that last time, let's see. We're going to challenge the mental toughness of Clark here, but, that is a tough kid. I can tell you that right now. It's next play for this guy. He's ready to roll.
Up the middle it goes to Harris. DJ will spin around close to the 33. And we'll pick up 3 on the play and make a second down and 7. Well, he's a senior, and you're going to throw interceptions.
Yeah.
The key is to come back. You're only down 3-0.
Yeah.
Your defense has
Still
played so well.
Yep. Still in it.
In those 2 possessions inside the 20-yard line. So 3 receivers to the right for the Tours, 1 over here to the left. Tight end is no tight end. Clark to throw. Near side, wide open, but he overthrows Walker near the 40-yard line. So a third down coming up, and the Tours will need 7 from their own 33-yard line.
I remember watching Clark run last year. Just an incredible runner. Really deceptive, runs strong, real confident, but also has an absolute rocket arm, as you saw right there. I'm surprised that she didn't knock the numbers off of one of the Sharks' uniforms. Third down, Bruce. This is big. This is huge. Huge.
2 to the left, 2 to the right for the Tours. Harris in the backfield. To the left. Now he'll shift over to the right and will actually go in motion.
Ooh.
Boy, that guy.
Oh, that couldn't have called a better play.
Walker.
They came.
And they were trying to set up the screen. And
yeah.
The kid from the defensive lineman on this side anticipated the snap perfectly in that running
I thought
start.
it was. I was looking for the flag.
Me
it
too.
was so
was
fast. Well, kudos to that.
Yep, a loss of 3, so it'll be 4th down and 10. And here comes the Baudouin. What happens?
Yeah,
Baudouin, 24.
Yep. Corey Baudouin. This kick will be brought to you by George's House of Flowers, LLC. If you're in the doghouse and you need to get out, George Vanderhay will help you out. Give him a call, locally owned, specializing in funeral, everyday events, birthdays, anniversaries. He's got your flower needs taken care of right here in Sulphur, Louisiana.
Baudouin awaits the snap. Low snap.
Oh, boy.
And we got a whistle. Thank goodness. Do we have a delay a game or a timeout? I'm looking, the play clock's at 0. Dead ball foul. It is a delay of game Sulphur, so it'll back it up 5.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was not going to be
take that.
pretty.
Jeff, that was probably a good delay of game penalty for
25 yards in penalties against the Tours here in the first quarter,
Southside was there,
which is got 3 minutes and 27 seconds left in it. 3-0 Southside on a 25-yard Gilbo field goal.
Yep. Well, we need a big leg right here.
Punt right here. Get a
Big
good
leg.
roll. Very little, if any, breeze.
Yep.
Now a real high snap.
Well, we'll take it. We'll take it. It's got a great roll.
Yeah.
Great roll. That's
It's
exactly.
too bad it went out of bounds.
Hey,
It would have gone inside the 20.
guys, if you need to talk about your exit strategy, whether it's a punt or finding real estate, call Josh Foster with Exit Realty Southern in Sulphur, Louisiana. New business, locally owned and operated. Got a great team of real estate professionals for your next home, or if you're selling property, real estate. What's your exit strategy? Call Josh Foster.
It's marked out of bounds just inside the 31-yard line. It's a very good punt for Bodwin. He had a couple of good rolls last week against Lafayette. 2 receivers here to the right, 1 to the left. 3 in the backfield, one of them being Manette in the shotgun. He calls for the football. And we'll turn around and hand it off to the deep man, who is tripped up in the backfield but escapes again, and he's at the 40, the 45, he's the 50 in Sulphur territory.
Somebody's got to tackle this
Still
guy.
on his feet. I was hoping maybe he had stepped out of bounds, but there's nobody over there.
No, he stayed like he was going to go, and then he just decided, well, nobody's hitting me, so we got to hold him.
We're going to get that or a block against Southside back at the 42-yard line.
Yeah.
His talent, his shiftiness, elusiveness, and his strength.
Well, really deceptive, Bruce. I didn't feel like he had that type of getaway, but man, really worked his way in and out. And
I thought he was going to go out of bounds.
I did too.
Did a great job of staying in bounds on the Sulphur sideline. I think it's a block behind the back, block in the back from the 42. And let's see how many yards. It's just 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so it'll be first down and 8.
Well, that was a nice little blessing there because, man, such a great punt. You know, I mean, I don't know. Did you count the yards? I mean, that was a nice roll, at least 50 yards, huh? 10, 20, close to 50.
44?
With the roll, huh?
Yeah, with the roll.
The
line of scrimmage was the 25.
No win tonight, but we'll take a roll.
Monette to throw. Now he will run it on the quarterback draw. He's at the 40.
You're not going to.
And the 45, and first down at about the 48-yard line.
There's no way you can tackle him by playing paper, rock, scissors. You've got to hit this guy and wrap him up and drop him to the ground. He's too good. He's too elusive. He's strong. Looks like he may have an injury, though. I would never wish that upon anybody, but, man, it looks like he's hurting bad.
Got hit on the hands, what it appears.
Yeah.
It'll be first down at the 47-yard line now for Southside. Now who the quarterback is, I don't know.
I don't either.
Because you can't see him.
So we'll take a timeout. Sharks will take a timeout. Let's hope the best for that young man.
The timeout may be called because he may be okay.
Yeah.
You call the timeout and get him back in.
Guys, one of our sponsors, been in business for 64 years, can get you a high and tight at a low price. Troy Darby, the super fan, if you ever been by his place.
Oh, yeah.
Hollywood Barber.
Troy.
Grad of 1985, played center for the Tours. I love going there and getting my hair cut because he's got this wall of tornado stuff that just has all kinds of history written all over it. He'll tell you the best stories ever. I came in as a tour in 98, and then finished out my career there. And so I always love hearing from the guys that have just been tours through and through since before I was born. He's one of them, guys. Hollywood Barber, Troy Darby, shout out for supporting the Tornado Radio Network. Your contribution going to good use tonight, my friend. I appreciate you.
He may remember Shannon Suarez. We lost Coach Suarez this summer.
That's a whole nother book of stories about Coach Suarez, too.
I remember him when I first started doing this. Of course, there are thousands of others who could tell stories.
So we've got the backup quarterback in now for the Sharks. I'm going to try to get a name for you, Bruce. Number 18.
Is it 18 or
Gavin
15?
Menard. He's a junior.
Okay. Yep.
Gavin Menard's a junior backing up a really athletic Manette. Hopefully he'll be okay.
Yeah, he's right down here in front of. I think he got popped on the hand.
Yeah,
Is what it looks like. So he's not.
not the best spot in the world when you got to
No,
throw a
when you're a
football.
quarterback.
Yeah.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, so second down and 5 coming up in Sulphur territory here at the 48-yard line for the Tours. Another high snap, but they'll hand it off again. And this time they'll get maybe 1, it looks like, to the 46. So
That's number 41 on the tackle, Bladen Laidlaw, defensive line. He's a sophomore, young guy getting some snaps in. Tell you what, though, the Tours look healthy. They really look good out there.
yeah, I don't recall anybody leaving the other day.
No.
I think they finished up pretty good. 3rd and 3 now, and the Golden Tours
Ooh.
jump.
A little bit antsy.
1st and 10. Yep. 30 yards in penalties in the first quarter and 7 first downs for Southside with 1:39 to go. They're only up 3-0, but they have dominated.
Yeah.
On offense, Sulphur's done a good job defensively so far.
You know, it's just the seasoning of the year. I mean, you get some games to warm up like usual. It's just a different time. This is the second game we've played.
Yeah, we didn't have a jamboree, didn't have any of that stuff.
So they're still settling into their own. I'm just ecstatic to be watching football tonight, man.
I was that way Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
They will hand this off to
That
the left
kid
side,
is just-
35-30 to the 25-yard line.
I guess he's like Le'Veon Bellish. He's taking his time and then he just accelerates.
Looking for the hole, looking for where to go.
Yeah. Really impressed with his running ability. I wish, obviously, it wasn't against the Tour defense, but that kid is deceptively just runs the ball well. We definitely need to put a beat on him.
So 2 receivers come to the right, 1 over to the left. It's been the base defense here for our offense for Southside, especially since Monette's on the bench, getting attended to here.
Sometimes it's really hard to teach.
Wrapping his hand, I would imagine. The Golden
There it
Tours
is.
there. They've seen this play
There it
enough.
is.
It's a loss of a yard back to the 26-yard line now.
A lot of film work to get that play to look like that. So number 54, Ridge Marcantel, paying attention in the classroom so he can make it happen on the field tonight. Another person making it happen for us is Southern Technologies, Sean Davis. Opened up in 2003, focuses on business networking, computer servers, and just general maintenance. So make sure to give Sean a call, Southern Technologies. Appreciate him so much for him supporting the Tornado Radio Network.
Same formation, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2 men in the backfield, and in the middle is the quarterback. He's going to throw.
There it is.
Shot
Toss up.
puts it
Pick
into
that,
the end
pick
zone.
that
It
football
is
off. He
caught.
caught it. He
Yep.
caught it.
Like it may have been simultaneous, but the offense will always get it.
Tony,
It is a touchdown for
that was a toss-up.
The credit here goes to Sonye.
Wow.
Saunier.
Menard just threw this.
That's just going find the ball in the air and grabbing it out of the air. I mean, you got to give it to him on that one. It was an excellent play. We had an opportunity. We needed to capitalize on that. I really feel like we do.
This ball floated towards.
I mean, it was just hanging up. If we had a hang glider, Tony, we could have gone down there and possibly intercepted that ball from the press box. Possibly.
Gilbo's kick is
Yeah.
good. It's now 10-0.
Yeah.
Southside at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah. So 10-0, Bruce. I mean, we've seen some really good defense at times, and then it's just the consistency is not quite there. But the potential is. I can see that. These kids are definitely coming into their own. But a play like that, we've got to take advantage of it. We just have to take advantage of it. Another thing to take advantage of is hometown community banking, brought to you by First National Bank DeRidder in Sulphur, Louisiana. We're community banking for a new generation. Make sure to go by and see the lovely folks over there at your local community branch. We've also got a couple of community bank sponsors. Lakeside Bank also providing fantastic community banking to the Sulphur area. We appreciate their contribution to the Tornado Radio Network. Go down and see Miss Kayla. So, Bruce, kicking it off to us. We get to see some more offense, which I'm excited about. It's also a fresh quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, that was
12
touchdown was on the
minutes.
final play of the quarter.
12 minutes. About to kick it off. So, King Mechanical keeping you cool, but also keeping you warm because we got the winter months coming up. So if you're having issues with your AC or need a full replacement, give Clayton King a call. Call the King. New business in Sulphur. He specializes in HVAC, commercial, residential, and preventive maintenance. And he's also a sponsor of the Tornado Radio Network. So giving him a huge, huge shout out. And it's kickoff time. Let's do this, Bruce.
I think I know Clayton King, too. I would assume that's Gilbo as it teed up on the South 40 as the tours will go from left to right, north to south here at Turlings. Golden Tours, I think, ran 6 plays in the 5 or 6 plays in the first quarter. It's 10-0 Southside. Oh, that's right. We're on TV. I forget. Why is that break so long?
Yeah, I mean,
the red hat down there. We had to wait on him.
Commercial break.
Yeah.
We don't have commercial breaks
No,
yet.
not very many, yeah.
But Tony has talked about doing some advertising for us in between shots. Maybe next year. We're just glad to be on the air. Nice kick, though, Bruce. Out of bounds,
very
though.
good kick. It's out of bounds.
We'll
so
take
the
it.
Tours could get it 35 or 40.
Yeah, we'll take that all day long. I want to see some offense, Bruce. Who are you looking forward to seeing out there?
Well, we've had Harris the first 2. We should see McFarland now.
Little McFarland? Maybe, how about some Gavin Elliott? He likes to catch the ball on the run.
I think he had a touchdown last week.
Maybe just go deep right off the bat. Let Gavin just get a nice chunk of yardage for us. I want to see one.
You got to be able to protect Clark.
Yeah.
All right, they mark it at the 35-yard line, so it's 1st and 10 Tours, their third possession, down 10-0. They'll send 3 receivers out here to the wide side of the field now. It's the right side. 1 to the left, and that is Harris in the backfield with Clark. No, that is not Harris.
That's not Harris.
Whoever it is,
that's Josiah Porter.
He's got a lot of, that's right, new man in there.
Josiah Porter, where is he from? Who is this gentleman? From
Washington Marion. Yeah.
Welcome.
They're not playing.
Welcome.
They're not playing ball at all.
Glad to have you, Mr. Porter. And you look fantastic in that Sulphur Golden Tour uniform. Picking up. How many yards did he get on that, Bruce?
At
least 12.
Yeah, he got 13.
That's what I'm talking about. Come on down.
The play fake to Porter. And
Nailed it.
Complete to Gavin Elliott into Southside territory. First 2 first downs for the Golden Tours.
Let's go. Moving the chains, Bruce. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we came here for in the rain. Man, it's good to be here tonight.
First time I've been here.
Hey.
Probably the last stadium in Lafayette.
Yep.
And even to Porter again. Stumbles in the backfield, but he's still going to pick up 3.
Look at him go. Man. The deuce. I don't know why I just call him to mind the deuce. You know what I mean?
He's got speed. He's got a little bit of size.
He can do it all.
Maybe not quite as big as McFarland, but close.
No. The Duke. Maybe the Duke. I don't know. Something's coming to mind, but the way he runs, it's exciting. Good-looking kid. Welcome to Sulphur. We appreciate
He lines up to the left side of Clark. Receiver left and right. You got a tight end in there now.
There he goes. Just give it to Porter again. Just give it to him.
Porter will pick up a couple to the 33. And now to bring up a 3rd down for the Tours. They will need 5 from the Sharks' 33-yard line, trailing 10-0 here early in the second quarter. For the first time, the Tours have been able to move the ball.
Hey, they're really looking good. Things are coming together. The play calling. Porter's hungry. He just needs the rock. He's got that look in his eye. I can see from the press box.
He's in the backfield. See, throw it to him. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
Where's it going, Bruce? There it goes. He's airing it out.
And he just caught wide open. First down.
That's your boy Braylon Walker.
On the other side of the field, he steps out of bounds at about the 24-yard line.
Tours looking toasty there, Tony. Real toasty.
Drive began back at their 35-yard line. They've moved it to the Sharks' 24, trailing by 10. Wide to the far side is Elliott. 3 receivers come here to the near side.
Let's go. You smell it? You smell that end zone?
Play fake to Porter. The throw to the end zone. It is caught, but it's out of bounds, and now flag is down. And that's an interesting call. Is that holding? The pass was not catchable.
No.
I know in the NFL that's a thing, but no, it's not a thing in high school. Whether the pass is catchable.
Almost like a similar call in the first
It would be
quarter.
defensive holding.
The defensive
Tell you
back
what,
doesn't
if
get his
anybody
head
had a
around
chance
the
to catch
ram.
that ball, Gavian Elliott
It happened right in the
was
Yeah,
going to
he's the
grab
only
it.
one, yeah.
I'm gonna
Yep.
take a look at it again here if we can, but
Missed that
this
guy.
time they called Holden, so obviously
Well, let's
it probably
see.
happened earlier in the route.
So that against the Tours?
No, that'll be defensive holding.
Head coach Chris Towery, what he wants to do with it again. I thought this one.
And you know what he's going to do with it. He's going to take it.
Yes, sir.
So we didn't catch it.
Little hand checking there.
Maybe not.
I don't like that one either. I really don't. I mean, let them play a little bit over there on that side of the football field.
Now they're going to have a conversation.
What a
Like,
really long conversation. While they do that, I got to have a conversation about Cajun monograms and how they've been in business for 24 years, Tony. Hey, guess who else was a tornado? Brett Kuntz, their son, also coaching now too, right? Graduated in 75. Also Heather Kuntz and Krista Kuntz, shout out class of 2004. Me and Krista graduated together. Long time business in Sulphur. We're back in action.
it is holding. First down, Sulphur at the 14-yard line. The play
There it
fake to
is.
Porter. The slant is
Oh.
behind
Boy,
the intended receiver. That was Stelly.
that was hot.
Yeah, he threw that a bit too hot.
Yep.
And he threw it behind tag Stelly at the goal line. So second down and go, second and 10 from the 14-yard line for the Golden Tours, who trail 10-0 with 9:23 to go in the first half. Late start tonight. We started nearly 2 hours late because of rain and lightning.
Yep.
Here in Lafayette. Three receivers to the right.
There he goes.
They're
To the
gonna hand it
DJ.
off. And Harris will get a yard, maybe the 13 at best. These are some putback officials. They move the ball back a little bit when they spot it, so they're going to say no gain. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 14.
Oh, we're so close, Bruce. We need to get in the end zone for just a huge confidence booster right here. I'd really like to see that. Where are you going? You going with the tight end? You're just going to throw it to Elliott. Why not?
Well, Porter's in the backfield again, I believe. Or is that's still Harris?
I think that's still Harris.
Okay.
Elliott's got that look in his eye. He's working it. He's working it. Coming across the middle. Oh,
Again, it
man.
was a slant. It would not have been a first down.
I'll tell you what, though. That was the guy to throw it to.
Bring in a field goal unit here.
Yeah, got to settle for 3.
Well, you got to get something. You know,
Yeah.
You're only down 10-0.
Right. Now get the points. That's the smart thing to do.
Yep.
And the aggressive thing, though, is just to throw it right back to Gavin Elliott. But, hey, that's why I'm not a football coach.
Habits from 30 yards out. He'll have to push it to the right. Baudouin's the holder. Snap is good. The kick is plenty long enough, and it is good. So a 30-yard field goal by Hayden Habits puts the Tours on the boards. They trailed 10-3 with 8:38 to play here in the first half.
Guys,
Hang on.
what's going on?
Roughing the kicker.
What's going on, Bruce?
If it's roughing the kicker and it's a first down, you take it. If it's not a first down, you don't.
What are they talking about down there? Hopefully it's
You
going to
get the
benefit
first
the
down
Tours.
out of it. It's roughing the kicker.
The injury that it could have caused.
But if it's a first down, you take
But
it.
it was well after the kick there. Nevertheless, you kind of run into.
Of course, I didn't see it because I was watching the
Yeah, I
football.
missed it too.
Yeah, it must
Fresh.
Be, it's personal foul.
So fresh. There
Yeah.
we go. Fresh set of downs.
And it is first down. So
Guys.
it's a 7-yard penalty, but you'll take it.
For those watching at home, I need you on your feet. I need you swinging your rally towels. It's time to get in the end zone here.
It's now 32 yards in penalties against Southside. It's a first and goal to go. Inside the 7.
Come on.
Nice
Come on.
hold for Harris. He'll pick up at least 4
There it is.
as he gets it inside the 5, looks like to the 3-yard line. And a second and goal to go coming up for the Golden Tours, who trail by 10. They get new life.
Yep. Tours looking to score. We're closer than ever, Bruce. What are we? A few yards out.
3 yards out.
Let's go. Let's get it.
2 receivers will come to the near side. Tight end left and right. Harris
Come on,
will
there
run
he
it
goes.
again, and Harris is down just inside
so
the 1
close.
yard line. So third down. You got 2 shots at it inside the one here.
Yeah,
if you
let's
don't make
do it.
a mistake.
Who we got coming in? Number 11? That's not number 11.
You got an official's timeout here for somebody going out.
Yeah, we had somebody on the ground. We got an injured
Oh,
toward.
yeah.
Is that DJ?
I don't know.
Southside losing starting quarterback.
Looks like it might be a little bit bigger.
Man.
One of its running backs banged up. Chris Towery will.
If it's a running back, it might be Harris, but
Mhm.
can't see from here.
Chris Towery's got some.
I don't see Manette on the,
Assistant offensive line coach for
unless that's him getting taped up down there in the ribs.
was the offensive coordinator for Redemptress.
Oh, Manette's done.
He's done?
Championship for Redemptress,
Yep.
which is-
That may not have been a hand. It may have been a shoulder.
Yeah.
I think that's him right there, all wrapped up.
It felt like he got, but you never know.
No,
On that
the hand
play.
is wrapped up pretty good, so maybe
Yeah. Maybe, you know what? They're probably just trying to keep it elevated, possibly. Maybe
so it doesn't
Broke
swell
a-
up.
May have broke something.
Oh, you'd hate that too.
He is still down on the ground.
That's not good.
Yeah, we're home next week. What do we have on Halloween? Como? I think it's Como.
we're going to have to find that out.
Let's say the general
Mitch Red-
manager has all that stuff
Yeah, he
for us here
does.
somewhere.
They really have the numbers that a lot of 5A schools have.
I'm pretty sure it's Como, but don't bet on it.
Gotten a couple carries. You look pretty good at there, number 28. I'm assuming they may go back to him.
Yeah, they're going to help him up. He's standing on 2 feet.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's Harris.
DJ.
He's jumping
Yeah, he's
around.
jumping around, so.
That's definitely not
Yeah.
broken.
Nope.
Then we got the ankle twisted down in there, trying to walk it off.
Yeah, he's limping, but he's walking.
Yeah.
That's good.
He was trying to put some weight
Number
on it.
18,
That's
Dylan
McFarland. Yeah.
McFarland in the building.
Yeah, that'd be the guy you'd
Let's
want
punch it in,
there.
boys. Let's go.
All right, it's 3rd and goal to go inside the 1.
See what Sulphur dials up.
First time we've seen McFarland tonight.
Let's get it.
Here's
There
and
he
he will
is.
score the
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Golden Tornado.
Boom.
And a nice drive for
That's how it's done.
Sulphur. They took the points off the
Yeah, that's a
board.
65-yard drive.
That's a great looking drive. It looks like we got some laundry, though, Bruce.
Instead of 3,
Uh.
and there was a flag on the play
Come
here.
on.
So, hold on a second. Hard run by.
Yeah, we think it's on them because they're setting up to kick it.
9 touchdowns receiving last season.
Yes, sir.
Well, Sulphur began to establish their offensive line there, their identity, trying to push Southside back a little bit. That was a good drive for them. They were able to kind of power.
Another long conversation between the white hat and one of the officials out here at the 10-yard line.
As long as they keep those points on the board. Bruce, we got Como next
Okay.
week,
Long discussion here.
Saturday afternoon, which is a nice change. Nice change of
Personal
pace.
foul, face mask, Southside. Penalize on the kickoff. Take half the distance to go and go for 2.
Hey, we got McFarland, the Bruiser, the T-Bone. Anything can happen. Looks like we're going to take the
Oh, yeah,
Take
we're
the
going to take
points
the
there.
touchdown. You bet.
Yeah.
It's going to be a face mask penalty. I think the discussion here is where do you get the penalty? And sometimes you can do it on the extra point try or elect to take it on the.
Well, I think if I could get it right here, I'd go for 2. But they're not going to consult me.
No.
So
I'm kind of waiting on our phones to ring for them to ask us,
Yeah.
but they're not
They
they're
haven't
not
done
calling
that
us
yet.
right now,
No.
unfortunately. But guys, there's a big election coming up, as you all know. We've got some support from Brandon Dever, Ward 4 Marshal, Jack Abear, Ward 4 Marshal, huge supporter of the Tornado Radio Network, huge supporter of Sulphur, Louisiana. Gosh, I just still remember those commercials, Tony, with my Pawpaw Jack and Gabby, and you know him, you love him. He's been around forever, and he's a huge supporter of the Sulphur Tornado Radio Network. We appreciate Jack Abear running for Ward 4 Marshal. Make sure, guys, just get out and vote. Please do that.
I did.
You already early voted?
Oh,
That
yes,
is
sir.
on
I
my
love it.
schedule to do next week. Get out and vote. They got some great candidates out there, and we really especially like to highlight those candidates that are supporting us, too, here at the Tornado Radio Network. Jack Abear, Ward 4 Marshal, making a difference with his experience. He was talking about his experience the other day on his video. Thank you, Jack.
They're showing a dead ball foul against Southside.
I guess they got it.
So we're going to kick it, Bruce?
Yep.
Okay.
There's going to maybe a penalty on the kickoff.
Point try.
There it is.
Kick is good.
Nice kick.
7:47 to go here in the first half. It's now Southside 10, Sulphur 7.
Well, Bruce, this is, like I said, I feel like I'm in a dream, if you don't mind pinching me. I hope I'm not going to wake up because I'm watching Tornado football, and we've got some great sponsors. We've got a score on the board, which is also great. Just a lot of good things going on. Tony Tremonti's here. It's just good. It's a good time, Bruce. Appreciate you joining us here at the Tornado Radio Network,
I love it.
helping support us. We need all the experience we can get, and I know you have a lot of it. Tours are kicking off, and I tell you what, truly looked good on offense that drive. We had a couple key players. Let me go back to Josiah Porter.
Yeah, Porter.
Wow. I want to see a
Nice
little bit more of
debut,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, really
Very
nice debut. DJ Harris, Ridge Markentel coming in. Really playing some defense tonight. So we've got the pieces. We've got the potential. Really get the Tours back to greatness. Man, they look great out there in their uniforms. Let's kick this ball off. What do you say?
Yeah, I thought they looked good last week. They just got tired.
Yeah.
They got worn out.
I need to go back and watch that game. I missed it. Had my daughter's birthday party. Turned 3.
7:47 to go before.
Let's
Well,
kick
mine turned 28.
Oh, it'll be there before I know it, I'm sure.
When you wake up tomorrow, it's amazing.
Is that Habits
Yes,
bringing it?
Yep.
Nice kick.
straight down the middle, or actually to the near side, taking it 3.
Let's go get him. Oh,
Back to the 20 and maybe the 23-yard line.
number 23 almost got him. That's Michael Johnson. A little too much arms on that, but had a decent angle at first.
Johnson will stay in there as a linebacker for the Tours. And it's 1st and 10 Southside, so I guess they get away with the personal foul. There's no 15-yard penalty anywhere,
Yeah, we'll take it.
but there was none. There was no penalty.
Tough break. A senior QB.
That hates. You hate to see that. But yeah, Manette's done. So the quarterback, what Joe said, is Menard, 18, Gavin Menard.
Yep.
My old eyes can't see that black on gray.
Is that Ezra? Ezra Porter in the game. Back
Play
to pass
fake, the screen. Golden Tours had it sniffed out, but great
Jeez.
blocks to the 50, to the 40, and all the way to the Sulphur 35-yard line. Somebody was back there to disrupt it, but didn't
Yeah.
get a hand on it.
Well, thankful Ethan Arsenal decided to make a tackle for somebody because that kid just ran wild.
Man. 10 first downs now for Southside. They have been able to move the football between the 20s. The problem's coming. It gets inside the 20.
Yeah. Man, he just slipped through us like that.
Yep.
He is not the guy to leave any space with. He's very deceptive, but he had some breakaway speed right there.
Play was set up very well. Somebody was there for the
Yeah.
defense. They just could not make the play. Couldn't get to him.
We have found out the mystery who number 37
Pistol formation now for the
for Southside.
Sharks. Receiver 2 left, 2 right.
Oh, we're
Another
bringing it.
high
Let's go.
snap. And boy, that was tipped up high enough to where I think it was Tyler Massey
Yeah.
really came in there and grabbed
I
it.
thought he was going to grab it.
Me too.
Massey's got some long arms. I really thought he was about to take that to the house because there was nobody going to catch up with
Man.
him.
Oh no, if he could have caught that, he was gone.
Great play call by the defense there. Bringing a little heat.
Yeah, they're bringing heat
on the
now
young
against this new
QB.
kid. Yep.
Yeah, testing him out. Monette's not back there anymore. So
No, he's done for the night.
that threat is no longer there. But who are we looking at? That's Massey. Sophomore. We got 2 more years of the
They're going to run the screen again, and this time they'll pick up maybe 4. They'll get the yards back.
Yep.
And it brings up a 3rd down, and it's like 11. That worked down here with the high snaps when they were sending in the extra guys.
Yep.
Timeout, or we're going to get the water break. Yep, we'll get our water break here with 5:59 to go.
Yep.
In the first half, Sulphur trails by 3 at 10-7, but they got a little bit of momentum going here on both sides of the ball.
Yeah. Bruce, you want to try pressing that button and see what song comes on?
Which one?
This one. Let's see what we got. Whoa. I thought one of these had some country music, but Definitely not that song.
No, not that one.
No, one of those. We'll try out another button.
I
in a
don't know
second.
anything about country music, but I know that ain't country.
That's not country music.
No,
It's got a
sir,
little
it's
beat to
not.
it. Well, just a lot of fun tonight. You know, despite the rain, everything's cleared up. Field looks great.
Like I tell you, that rain makes for a story.
It really does.
You know, 20 years
it was
down
a
the
true
road.
adventure because I didn't know if we had to just get out and roll up our pants and just walk to the stadium.
Well, we kind of did because
Yeah,
both of our feet
we
are
did.
wet. You know,
Look.
our feet are wet.
My loafers are still saturated.
That's all right. I'm going to Houston tomorrow, so I got nothing else to do.
Man, safe travels there.
Yep. I want to visit the daughter.
All right, it's back in action.
3rd and 11 from the 31 now. For the Sharks, as we wait for the red hat, who's not wearing a red hat today, but he is wearing a red shirt.
So Menard's a junior, so he's got another year. He's probably going to be the starter next year.
Probably so. That's why he's in there.
Getting some reps early.
Earlier than he wanted to.
Sure.
Gonna throw.
Oh, he's throwing it up. Got a
Throws
nice
deep down the
arm.
middle, and he.
What?
Oh, what a catch!
A catch.
Wow. When he let it go, I thought it was too far.
I did too. But guys, what an incredible catch! Just dropped a bomb and right over the shoulder, right over the secondary for a Southside touchdown.
Of course, I don't know who caught it. Stag, Eden Stag.
Eden Stag. Hats off to you, my friend. I don't like it one bit, but I got to give it to him. That was a layout catch. And what do you do? Tony, what do you do?
Tip your cap.
You tip your cap, guys. That's just a play. Man, I had to take a walk after that one.
Kick is good. So with
17.
5:52 to go, first half, it's 17-7, Southside.
Man, guys, we appreciate all 38 viewers right now. We want you to spread the word, so make sure you like, subscribe, click the notification buttons on our YouTube channel to catch us for the rest of the year. We're going to be at the games, bringing the broadcast to you.
What's the YouTube channel?
Tornado Radio Network. Look. Yeah. So the home games, guys, we're gonna get CPSB giving you a better view. Okay. They're gonna give you the view. They're gonna get our sound. But while we're away, we're gonna give you the best as we can view, but mainly more of a radio type setting, so you can keep up with what's going on.
All right. What's the YouTube channel?
So it should be Tornado Radio Network,
Okay.
or even just TRN for short. We're kicking it off, guys. Back in action. Still a
Into the
really
end zone.
early game. Yeah, Tornado Radio Network on YouTube. I think we've got enough views now to where it should pull up, or short TRN should come up too. So the more traction, the more games we do, it's going to get easier to find on YouTube. The main thing is we've got to get folks that are following us on Facebook to follow us on YouTube.
So these are people who are watching us?
Well, we got one, Darla Perry. Shout out. We appreciate you tuning in. But
Hello, cousin.
We've got 36 on the view right now.
Cousin Darla.
And that'll pick up too. So what we can do, we can reshare to Facebook right now while we're on YouTube.
Here's
doing our
McFarland
thing.
running it for 3 out to the 23-yard line. Went past your house the other day, cousin. On 90. Benita and I.
I'm gonna put it in all caps. Click to watch. So that way everybody knows.
2 receivers to the left, 1 out here to the right for the Tours, who trail by 10 again. Clark.
All right, so I'm posting that, Tony. So all they gotta do is click to watch the game.
McFarland will pick up a couple. A little pushing and shoving here
what's
between
going
some
on?
linemen.
Some misbehavior down there.
Yeah, the flag is on the flag, but it's not on that.
Yeah. It's not very friendly of them. He's not very happy. Go ahead and head down to the concession stand, sir, and get yourself a Gatorade.
He can just have you do it.
Yeah, I'll get it for him.
Yeah.
Tony, you want to take a spot? Go get
I
him.
think it did.
My ordering is off tonight, though, Bruce. Every time I go down there for one thing, I come back with another. A
You're
box of it.
You alone may build a stadium at Southside.
Mhm.
And all the trips you've made down there.
We've contributed at least $50
Yeah.
tonight. The ladies know me by name
The
now.
Kyle Medier wing of the press box
Yeah.
out at Southside.
That's right.
15 stepped off against the
Wow.
I got 47 against them.
Man.
Because they've had 4 penalties, and they've all been big ones.
Yeah.
2 15s, a 10, and a 7.
Guess they're all kind of working out the kinks.
So
Both
it's first
sides.
down.
Here we go.
They'll move it out to the 40-yard line, 1st and 10, Sulphur.
McFarland's in the back.
Yep, he's run a couple of times in a row here. And he'll run
There's
again.
McFarland.
And he is tripped up in the backfield.
They got that high turf, Tony,
Yeah,
is what it
one man
is.
back there.
It's like a quarter-inch taller, and it trips you up.
Gain of about half a yard from the outside of the 40 to the inside of the 40, or the other way around, actually. 2nd down and a very long 9 coming up for the Golden Tornadoes, trailing 17-7 with 4:40 to go here in the second quarter.
What are they going to do, Bruce? They got to
Throw it.
throw it. Good-looking tight end down there. Let's throw it to him. There we go.
Wide receiver screening out there, and Stelly will pick up about 4 out close to the 44-yard line, and a slightly better 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 6 on the way for the Tours.
Old Tag, man. I like watching him play football and basketball. Multi-sport player there.
2 receivers come to the near side. It's
What are we gonna
Boney
do?
and Walker. On a 3rd one comes out here. No receiver to the left. That's the short side of the field. 3rd and 6. They'll throw over the middle. Oh, man, he threw
got
that
to
right through
catch it.
Stelly's arms. Yeah,
Come
right
on,
through his
Taggy.
hands.
So close.
So it's 4th down now, and you got to kick it away.
I mean, Clark he almost reminds me of Brett Favre. He just such a cannon, huh? But you got to be ready
Yeah.
for that. Yeah.
Yeah, it went right through his hands.
I mean,
He knows it.
yeah. Got to have those guys. Got to have them. It's going to force a punt for the Tours.
It's Baudouin, man deep inside the 20 for the Sharks.
Just imagine trying to stay focused, Bruce. I mean, like you said, we're starting 2 hours later.
Low snap.
Just a lot of madness there, but we got to
A
pull it
little bit
together.
of a
Good
nice
punt.
Sulphur roll inside the 20.
What a punt.
He had a man right in, big guy right here coming off, was right in his face.
Yeah.
So it'll be 1st down for the Sharks with 3:40 to go. In the second quarter, they're leading at 17-7 at their 20-yard line.
Yeah. You know, Tony, I forgot a couple important agents out there. Randall Bowser and Carl Vincent also contributed to the Tornado Radio Network. I cannot forget those guys, keeping you covered for your insurance needs. That's a State Farm and Shelter agent. Both great guys, huge staples in the communities and supporters of the Tornado Radio Network. We appreciate you for helping us out this year and bring to you this broadcast. All right, so defense time, Bruce.
First
What you
and
say?
10, turnover time
It's turnover time.
from the 20-yard line.
Is that a new quarterback?
I don't know. Menard?
I don't know if that's
See, I
Menard.
cannot see.
No,
the
it is
numbers well.
Menard.
It's a
Yeah,
delay
this-
of game. 52 yards in penalties against Southside in his first half.
wow.
That's the smallest one at 5 yards.
Yeah.
So it'll be 1st and 15 now, back at the 15-yard line.
That's not going to help you. And for Sulphur, this defense, they've got to identify number 19. Pruitt, Jack Pruitt is the guy that's been hurting them.
Menard back. Hit him with the screen.
Good
We need
screen
somebody
again.
to tackle
Yeah.
this guy right now.
To the 30, the
Running over my
35,
field.
all the way out to the 38-yard line.
I'm going to give a shout out to Emmanuel Brady showing some hustle.
Man.
Coming off the D line and running that guy down from behind. Thank you.
So 1st and 10 now. It's 12 first downs for Southside in this one.
Just a great play call again. I mean, Fontenot's calling up some
Need a new
really good
football
plays
here.
for his young
Yep.
quarterback.
Dry
Not having to
football.
Force the ball down the field. getting it into his playmakers' hands where they can make plays.
It'll be first down at the 37-yard line for the Sharks. Sulphur will get the football to start the second half.
It doesn't hurt when you have people leaping out of left field making catches for you. So.
They're going to hand it off on a jet sweep coming near side of the 40, the 45.
Jeez.
Pruitt to the 48. That is a first down.
Daniel Burton on the tackle, but a lot of room to run.
Yeah, it's Jack Pruitt sweeping from right to left.
Yeah. That's a pretty basic play there.
Yep.
A lot of, great blocking by the wide receivers. Really cracking down and a lot of room to run. We need to hold strong on that corner there. Is that Grayson? Yes, Stelly. Stelly on that corner. He's a freshman.
Yep.
But hey, this is varsity football right here. So, but he can do it. So he's going to jam him off the line this time.
First and 10, just short of the 49-yard line. This time,
Quarterback's going to keep it.
Yeah, quarterback will keep it. Menard will get it. It's like just inside Sulphur side of the 50-yard line, or a gain of a yard. So a 2nd and 9 for Southside. 2:40 to go and counting here. They have, I think, all 3 of their timeouts, or maybe they have 2.
Yeah.
So plenty of time. Ball right on midfield, right at the bottom of the T. And Turlings Catholic. The Minnesota Twins logo. Pistol formation.
Even if the ball doesn't go to him, just
running back right behind Menard.
Oh.
This one is incomplete.
Yeah. 9-7. Bringing the thunder down there. You saw that? Emmanuel Brady just blasted somebody.
He had a good game last week.
Yeah. Really aggressive.
Yeah, he is a big gentleman. He's a big young man.
Yeah, D-lines looks good. Like I said, guys look healthy out there, man. Really good. Looks like they had a pretty good summer in the weight room, even with all the restrictions.
They will throw, and they will throw deep. It is incomplete. This time just couldn't quite dive enough. That it's 4th down and 9 from midfield.
Menard is dialed in. I mean, that kid,
yeah,
that was another great throw that was very catchable.
Not a very big step down from Monette.
Man, I mean, that was another dime, Tony. I mean,
I think that's one you catch.
Yeah, we're lucky we didn't get a pass interference call on that. Hey, we're going to force a punt, though.
It's first one and a good kick. Walker will let that roll, and then he'll fall on it, and he'll muff it. It'll be first and goal to go.
Definitely touch that ball.
Yep. Not a very good play
Tony,
at all.
Whoa. I was not emotionally ready for that play.
That was not a very good play at all.
Oh.
It's at the 2-yard line.
Field's still wet. You're going down here
inside the 3. That is a killer right there.
Believable.
Rolling like that, wet football, you never know how it's going to bounce.
You're down by 10. You can't give them a gift.
No, can't do that.
I know you want to make a play.
Cannot do that.
The risk is just too great. You got to leave that football, live to fight another down.
I mean, Bruce, it rolls into the end zone.
Yeah.
You don't even mess with it. It's going to roll. It had enough momentum to get in the end zone.
First and goal to go inside the 3.
Yeah. So we only got 2 minutes left before they go into halftime. Yep. We're only down by 10, still manageable distance.
Power formation.
So we have got to hold strong right here. Now
and they dropped it.
That's a good looking play right there.
Yeah, they're going to lose a yard.
Yeah, that's 54. Is that
Marcantel?
It is.
Yeah.
The mark.
The red zone, and Marcantel's making some plays.
Man,
timeout will be called by Sulphur here.
Hungry tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe one of these is country.
Well, 2nd and goal to go from the 4 when we come back.
Nope. No, sir. Well, Bruce.
Yes, sir.
I won't say I'm lost for words. Doesn't happen a whole lot, but I was looking forward to watching offense on that play after the punt.
Yeah.
Instead, we get to watch defense. Man.
Again, you're playing just your 2nd game of the year.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It is what it is, and
now that,
yeah,
but that's a play that you learn that in middle school.
Sure.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, like I say, you got to be grateful that we're just watching and we're covering the game. I mean, these are we're doing things right now that I
Yep.
honestly didn't anticipate doing again until next year.
I know I didn't.
So, I mean, we're here, guys. We appreciate you tuning in. We've got 38 viewers right now. We appreciate your viewership. 39. Thank you. We're the Tornado Radio Network covering Sulphur High School sports all year long. As long as they're playing, we want to be there broadcasting your favorite school, your favorite players, watching these kids grow up through the. We just love it. We love to support our town and our team.
That power formation again. They will hand it off up the middle, and there the Tours again. They may have lost another yard.
Talk to
Yep,
me,
to the
Tours.
5-yard line.
Talk to me, Tours. Number 40, Dylan Bird.
Dylan Bird.
The Bird man.
There's a couple of sophomores that are making some
Yeah.
good plays. Him Laidlaw in there.
Laidlaw's in there too.
Yeah, that's good. That's a very good sign. So it's 3rd and goal to go at the 5. And look for him to throw on this one.
Look, I'm enjoying the defense. They really are stepping up, especially right now when it counts, because it's basically mano a mano. Who wants it? And right now the Tours are stepping up in a big way, bringing up that blue wall.
We're going to get a timeout by Southside here. They're letting the clock run down, so Sulphur won't have a chance here in a minute.
Just a shade over a minute.
Yep.
Would you say?
Somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well, he's disappointed on those last 2 runs. They went to him the last 2 times.
You know, guys, we've got a lot of support this year from some local folks that contributed. George's House of Flowers, George Vanderhay. Go by and see him. You just want to make that moment even special, more special, or maybe you're in trouble. Either way, flowers are just good for every occasion. He's going to get you set up right, the perfect arrangement. George's House of Flowers in Sulphur.
My mother taught me that early.
That's right.
Ladies like flowers.
It's never a bad idea to pick up even a smallest bouquet of flowers on the way home. You're just thinking about something. Hey, go see George. But look, we've got a goal line stand right now. The Sharks are trying to get in the end zone, okay? The Tours so far have been very successful, holding strong. We got a quick play right here, Bruce. Let's get back to it. See what's
3rd
going
down
on.
and goal to go.
Uh-oh.
They're going to run it again.
Did he get in?
And nobody
Tours
yet.
are saying no.
No official has showed it yet.
Tours are saying no.
Nope, 4th down.
Not today.
4th and goal to go inside the 1-yard line.
Bruce, it's 2020. You just go for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
Why not?
Ball pops up in the air and Sulphur returns it 100 yards.
Oh, it can happen.
Yep, it's 2020.
It probably will happen.
It is
needs to
right
happen.
on the goal line.
Yeah.
Of course, with Sulphur, you got to wonder if they're coming up the middle again or they're going to go around the edges.
I feel like they're pretty determined to run behind. It looks like number 80.
Or they're going to
maybe
call their
99.
final timeout here or calling it the timeout.
Maybe think about some things.
Well, just make sure the clock runs down.
Yeah.
You know, Southside does not have a time problem here, but Sulphur would.
Right.
Man, that is as close as you can get and not be in the end zone.
Yeah.
Now, you know, my thing here too, Jeff, is when you get
Well, you can't see it on there. It's on the it's to the left as you look at the screen there.
Right. Well, it's close. Very, very close. I mean, it is an inch away at this point.
From this angle, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. Talk about digging deep. So this year is definitely different. Definitely different than any other year. Grateful just to have a season.
Yep.
We're going to play some different teams this year,
Yeah.
right? Tell me,
See,
Bruce, you tell me
North
we're playing
Vermilion
North
and Eunice.
and Eunice. So 2 teams. Have we
Yeah.
ever met those teams
Oh,
before?
I'm sure Eunice.
Eunice, maybe?
Yeah, I'm sure. North Vermilion is not a real, it has, say, not a real old school. It
Yeah.
was, Eunice has been around probably for 100 years.
So it'll be interesting. I like playing those different schools.
I do too. I agree. All right, 4th and goal to
big
go
play, guys.
inside the 1-yard line here.
Time to dig deep. Here's a snap.
And he's in for
And
the
they punched it
touchdown.
in.
Yep.
Valiant effort by the defense.
So I have no idea who ran it in.
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't
challenge
know.
to see those numbers.
Yes.
Guys, I'm going to just go ahead and call it number 30.
Yeah, and then-
3.
Yeah, who's getting
Gavin
the?
Gill, he's a defensive back. That can't be him. Batiste is 35. It can't be him. He's a defensive back.
Yeah.
Not sure who ran that in. It's Pruitt.
He said
Okay.
all 4 downs. It works. As I'm trying to listen to them. 20 seconds.
They ran the same play 4 times in a row. I mean, the same play.
Run a little shift to kick off the ball.
Yeah. You better hurry. It's 7 seconds.
Winding down.
Yeah, Sulphur
wow.
is offsides.
Almost blocked it. Great effort.
Yep, they didn't throw the flag. No,
Yeah.
It was offsides.
Yeah.
20 seconds left. 24-7 here in the second quarter.
Well, guys, we just glad to be here. Thank you for tuning in to the Tornado Radio Network live feed on YouTube, our YouTube channel. First time ever for the Tornado Radio Network to be on YouTube. Trying things different, and to our viewers, keep the tours in tune so you can always catch your game. Unless we just don't have Wi-Fi. Without Wi-Fi, we'd not be there. And thankfully, Mitch Red, Maplewood First Baptist Church, for their generous donation temporarily. We're going to bring it back with the hotspot.
Really? You got to bring it back.
We got to bring it back. We're going to get our
How
own
much
hotspot.
money you got?
We're going to,
Because I'll sell you mine.
we might need to, Bruce.
I have one at my apartment.
Actually, Tony's the one with all the money tonight. You saw
Yeah,
that? Saw that
okay.
cash?
All right, I don't remember how much I paid for it.
It looked like $100 in there easily.
Kickoff taken at the 1 yard line and out to about the 16 yard line for the Tours. Walker on the return, so the Tours will do one of 2 things. They will run everybody to the end zone or they'll take a knee. Sulphur will get the football to start the second half. They're trailing 24-7 here, and just short of halftime.
16 seconds. What do you do, Bruce? You just chunk it?
You chunk it or you take a knee.
Why not chunk it?
But you better make sure you throw it
What's the
far
worst
enough
that
to
could
where
happen?
they intercept it and run it back.
That's true.
That's the worst that can happen.
That is the worst that could happen.
Yep.
But the best that could happen is Gavin Elliott going up and getting it.
Well, they're going to throw
There
it
he goes.
and
Okay.
throw it in the bench. So that'll leave them time for one more. Well, maybe 2. It's 14 seconds.
Yeah, didn't take a lot of
It didn't take
time.
but 4 seconds, I think. I'm not real sure about the clock operator.
Yeah, he may have had a sleepy thumb on that one.
Yeah, it's late, getting late for him.
Yep.
Almost, 10 o'clock now?
Wow, it is 10 o'clock, way past my bedtime. Thankfully.
Well, we played one night till 11:30 or so at New Iberia when the stadium caught on fire.
Oh, wow. That
Yeah.
was interesting.
It was a hoot.
What year was that?
Oh, gosh,
I feel like
it was
I
a while
remember
ago.
that.
Yeah, we had to finish at Catholic of New Iberia.
Yeah.
Tours are going to run it out here.
McFarland just said, hey, I might just go ahead and run it
and he's
now.
going to pick up a first down, yeah.
Well, that'll lead us in to the halftime.
Yep.
Bruce, it's 24-7 right now. Tours are trailing late score by the Sharks, but overall, defense has showed up in some good ways.
Yeah,
but
you
we've also
had the
given
missed
up
field
some,
goal.
Yep.
And
Overall, like
unfortunately,
you
the one
said-
time they punted, they got the muck punt and they ended up taking it in. Well, did Sulphur
Yeah.
call a timeout?
Maybe so.
5 seconds left, yeah.
Yeah. But, overall, we've seen some bright spots. I think, like you said, the seasoning is going to kick in probably mid-season. You'll start seeing a lot more consistency.
Yeah.
But
this
I'm
team's
really
playing their
impressed.
4th game.
Yeah.
So-
Really impressed with the talent. I mean, some young talent.
Mhm.
We'll have them come back next year.
Second game of a new
Right.
coaching philosophy.
That's right.
That's another
A
thing
new
that you have to
culture
look
here
at.
being established. That that's one thing we do want to get
Mhm.
at some point. Get some of these coaches interviewed and talk to them about the this year. Brand new Coach Towery. We've had a conversation. Really, X's and O's guy. Really knows his stuff. Oh,
5-man rush passes. Yeah, incomplete. Yeah.
yeah, that's
A
done. So
trick play. That's it.
that'll wrap us up. So
All right. At
So, guys-
halftime, it is Southside 24 and Sulphur 7 from Lafayette.
hey, thanks for tuning in to the Tornado Radio Network. We will be back.
Yeah,
for the
don't run
second
off.
Half.
able to get in and get another easy.
Tornado Radio Network. Don Martin, I'm going to step in and do a little bit of the second half for Kyle Medier. I think he's back there in the pizza box or something, Bruce.
I was happy to see the pizza box. That's when you know you got a good spot in the press box when the pizza shows up.
So, Bruce, I think the first half was kind of just a lot of inconsistency by the Tours, and, they probably had a pretty good halftime speech there from Coach Tower, and we'll look to see some improvement here in the second half.
Gilbo's kick to the 1 yard line, but the Tours will take it there to the 10, to the 15. This is Walker to the 20. Gets a good block to the 25, to the 30, and out to the 33-yard line. So good starting field position for the Golden Tours here to start off the third quarter. Sulphur with 70 total yards of offense in the first half. Southside had 240. Golden Tours with 7 first downs, 13 for Southside. And, of course, each team had a turnover. Or actually, Sulphur had 2. They had the muff punt, and then they had the interception.
Yeah, the punt there at the end of the first half was a real killer for them.
Yeah, that was not very helpful. Clark will throw. Throws out here near side. Stelly's got it. The 35 gets away to the 40, to the 45. A nice catch and run by Tag Stelly for the first down.
Yeah, I think that what the Tours are going to need to do here in the second half early here on Bruce is they're going to have to get Stelly involved in the game and also Walker involved in the game. They did a good job of getting the big wideout. Elliott involved a little bit there in the first half, but they've got to get these 2 playmakers into this ball game and get them in quick here.
Clark now 5 of 12 for about 35 yards. First down at the 48-yard line.
It's good to see DJ Harris. Oh, no, that's McFarland.
That's McFarland, yep. McFarland is hit about the same time he got the football and managed to get it back to the 48. So it'll bring up a second down and 10 for the Tornadoes at the 48-yard line with their first possession here in the third quarter, trailing at 24-7. Jennings has beaten St. Louis tonight, 64-28.
Wow.
Our college prep scored 73 last night on Westlake.
I think Jennings has a running back over there as well. So
apparently he ran loose tonight. On 2nd and 10, Clark to throw. McFarland stays in to block it. He throws that in the wrong spot. It was incomplete, but it was intended for Elliott, and Elliott was about 3 or 4 yards behind where the pass was.
Yeah, Elliott broke off his route early right there, Bruce. And to me, he kind of gave up on that play a little bit. And Clark thought he was going to continue on that little skinny post route, and he just kind of broke it off. Probably tried to sit down in a little hole right there.
So it's 3rd down and 10 for the Tours from their own 48-yard line. 2 receivers come right, 1 left as the Tours go from left to right, north to south. Here at Turlings. Clark will run. Flag goes down. He will pick up the first down, but that's in the vicinity of holding.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a holding call.
Yeah. They're pointing at the Tour lineman there.
Isn't it interesting, Bruce, that every time a lineman's called for holding, they're like, who, me?
Yeah.
What do you mean? There's no way I got him, but
and you may not have, but that's what they saw.
Well, and when I think what you saw there is he was holding, he had his block engaged, and then when Clark took off scrambling up the middle of the field, he just didn't quite let go there in time. So,
the defender moves, and they try to grab it. Yeah,
that's going to be a big play right there because that was going to be a Golden Tour first down on 3rd and 10, and it's going to turn it into now a 3rd and roughly 20.
Yep, all the way back to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, the Tours have had a couple critical plays tonight and just kind of shot themselves in the foot.
Yep. So 2 receivers to the left, 2 out here to the right. McFarland will come into motion here on the near side. He'll throw it back the other way on a screen. Lots of blockers.
He's got a lot of room right
50,
there.
And to the 40.
He gets one last
he's going to
block.
score.
He's gonna score. That's Walker right there.
That's Walker. That was perfectly executed. They had blockers out there, and they didn't really need them.
That's going to be a 62-yard play. Stelly's down on the far side as well, looks like. Is that Stelly?
Yes, it is Stelly.
But that was that little inside screen play, you know. And I think Stelly was the primary blocker right there, and Walker just kind of runs that inner route on the inner screen right there. And gets a seam right there, and he was pretty much gone. Didn't like the fact that Walker put a hand up at about the 10-yard line. Especially when you're down 24-7.
Right.
Getting into the end zone there and act like you've been there before, and let's move on and play the ball game.
Well, Stelly is down
down
on his knees at the 42-yard line, all the way back near the line of scrimmage. But they executed that screen perfectly. I mean, there were like 4 Golden Tours out there just looking for people to block.
Yeah, couldn't find anyone.
No.
Couldn't find anyone to block at all.
That play was over at the 40-yard line.
But that's definitely what the Tours needed to come out here in the second half. They needed something positive. We just had mentioned that holding penalty was just could have been a real crusher right there and moved it back to 3rd and 20. And Stelly's taking a lot of time getting up over there. It looks maybe to be a arm or shoulder.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Kind of wonder if hopefully he didn't dislocate that shoulder and they're putting it back in while he's on the field.
Because the Sharks have already lost their all-star quarterback.
And his dad, physical therapist, Jay Stelly's down there working on him. So it looks like they're going to get him off the field now. We'll be set up for the extra point, Bruce.
All right, 24-13 right now with the extra point pending from Habits into the south end zone. And that kick is good. So 10-10 to go. The Golden Tours took 1 minute and 50 seconds after the nice kickoff return. It ended up being a 67-yard drive, and it's 24-14.
Yeah, you look at that whole drive right there. Walker kind of set things up, returned that kickoff out from the 1 up to the 34-yard line. So it was a nice 33-yard return right there. Tours had a couple positive plays. Like I say, even Clark scrambling for a first down on 3rd and 10, although it did get called back, which eventually set up the long touchdown.
Yeah, just made it a 62-yard touchdown instead of 52 or so. But a very good possession, a very good opening to the third quarter for Sulphur, and hopefully it will carry on to the defense here.
Well, I think it's also going to be critical in our defense this second half. We're going to have to, they got their backup quarterback in the ball game. We're going to have to get a little pressure on him.
Well, they have a couple of times, but then
I've been very impressed with the young man. I don't know his name, but came into the ball game, and he's a smaller kid in stature,
He's a junior,
but came into the ball game and he's had a couple shaky passes, but a couple have been nice as well.
Habits kick to the far side, taken at the 6-yard line. Back to the 15, to the 20, and out across to about the 27-yard line. And that is where Gavin Menard will take over, along with the rest of the Sharks offense, as their lead is down to 10 once again at 24-14.
Could Southside have any more difficult jerseys to read numbers off of? Especially once they get a little wet and sweaty.
I was watching a game a couple of years ago with Arkansas State playing the Cajuns, and they were in, I think, red over black, and you couldn't see it.
Oh, wow.
Jay Walker, the radio guy, was complaining about it on Facebook. So I understand you. I hear you, Jay. They will hand it off up the middle, big hole 30, 35, 40, 45, and caught by probably the last man to get there, which is Grayson Stelly. And it's Pruitt once again who had the touchdown just before halftime, and he gets it all the way out to just short of midfield, first down, Southside.
Yeah, it's kind of been their bread and butter play so far tonight, and a little different right there though. He cut it back up to he's been running that off that left tackle or right tackle. Now when he kind of cut back up the middle of the field right there and found a big hole.
A pistol formation again. They'll turn around and hand it to him once again.
That's just a straight dive right there. He's gone.
That's a touchdown, yeah.
30, 20. Inside the 10. He's going to score for the Southside Sharks.
So Pruitt goes, 73 yards on 2 plays. Man.
In, 25 and 35 seconds.
Yeah, he had 62 yards in the first half, and he's got like 73 here in the second half already. Wow.
Well, I think the thing that's got to be a little concerning for the Golden Tour defense right there is we've got to have a safety step up and make that play if nothing else. And there was just no safety there.
Kick appears to be good, and it is. And now it's 31-14. The lead back out to 17 once again for Southside. The Sulphur possession took 1:50. This one took less than a minute. And it's back out to 17 with 9:35 to go in the third quarter at 31-14.
Well, we're at a point right now that the Golden Tours they're going to have to keep building on what they did on the first drive. The defense obviously disappointed after giving up a couple big plays and a touchdown right there to answer the Golden Tour touchdown. But we'll send the offense back out on the field here. They've got to keep building on what they did on that last drive, and the defense will have to get over there and try to regroup. We're going to down by a couple touchdowns early here in the second half. It's not an insurmountable lead, but the Golden Tour defense is going to have to step up and as well as that offense. But
that puts them over 310 yards of offense here.
And surprisingly enough, they've done a lot of it on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
When we saw the Sharks last year, they really went to the air. And we thought we would see a little bit more of that air attack tonight. But they've done is a young man's name Pruitt?
Yes.
Pruitt kid for
Pruitt,
Southside. Yeah. They've been very, very impressive with a lot of just the inside trap runs. Nothing fancy.
Nope.
Just a lot of inside traps. And he's just finding holes and getting big chunks.
Gilbo has it teed up on the South 40. Two men back deep for the Tours. It's Creary and Walker. And this one will go out of bounds.
We'll take that one, Bruce.
Yep, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Second time Gilbo has kicked it out of bounds.
I'm a little surprised right there. They kicked the ball back out at Walker as well. Walker had the big return and also had the big touchdown pass right to end the other drive. So was a little surprised to see him kicking the ball back to Walker, but of course he kicked that out of bounds. So
I wonder if he does that just always, because Creary was also on this side of midfield. I think they're trying to get a clock operator wouldn't stop the clock.
Oh, is that what Coach – I see Coach Tower on the field.
Yeah, it was 9:35 with the touchdown. The kickoff, now it's 9:04.
Now it's 9:15.
Oh, okay.
And
they
gave
put 15. Okay.
Yeah, they put a little time back on the clock.
Yeah, maybe he has to be somewhere. It'd be work by midnight since we got such a late start. All right, Tours back out once again. And they will hand this off up the middle for about a yard, maybe to the 36. Harris.
I was talking to Kyle and Tony at halftime. That's a play that I would really like to see the Tours have their quarterback keep that ball a couple times just to kind of keep the defense honest right there.
I think we may have seen that play against Lafayette last year.
Like I said, just a couple times. He doesn't have to run for big yardage, just a couple carries each half.
Second and a long 9. He keeps it, dumps it out here complete.
That's a nice
40.
pass right there. Nice catch,
to the
too.
45. Yeah, the catch was the best part. That is caught by Vijay, the tight end. The guy we have heard a lot about. We haven't seen much of him in the first 2 games.
He's a junior tight end, and he's been spent the last 2 seasons on the basketball team, and I believe this is his first year for football with the Golden Tours.
And that's the first time I've seen his name.
Yeah, he's going to be if he keeps progressing, stays in the weight room, and by his senior year, he's could be a real force for the Tours.
Made a good catch on that play. So on first down, they'll throw far side. It's short. Might have been best that it was short. Intended for Stelly.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's good to see number 9 Tack Stelly back in the ball game.
That's right. Yeah, he went out with what we think was the shoulder problem. He's back.
Well, Clark got a little excited right there. I don't think he didn't get that time for that play to fully develop.
So it's 2nd and 10 from their own 46-yard line with the Tours trailing by 17.
8:12 to go here in the third quarter. Still plenty of time.
3 receivers to the left for the Tours, the wide side of the field here. The one receiver on the right, 1 man in the backfield. Clark to throw. Throws deep near side, intended for Walker, and that's incomplete. Boy, Walker made a great catch like that last week against Lafayette. But a good defensive play.
Yeah, because that's a nice play right there by Southside, because he was step for step. Walker tried to kind of lull him to sleep right there and then put on the Jets at the last minute. And Walker did and got to the ball, but the defensive back stayed with him the whole time and was able to bat the ball away.
Well, 3rd and 10 now, the ball at the Sulphur 46-yard line. They'll send 3 receivers to the left, 1 over here to the right. One man in the backfield. I believe that is McFarland. Clark gets the football. It's good protection. Now it breaks down, and now he will run. Now he
he's got
throws wide open. It is caught.
He's
It is a
inside the 20.
touchdown.
That's going to be a Golden Tour touchdown, Bruce.
Gavin Elliott, I was afraid maybe he had gone too far behind the line of scrimmage, but
he was
didn't.
very, very close.
Yeah.
You know, Elliott just didn't give up on that plan. I think maybe the defensive back when Clark went to scramble right there, the defensive back kind of took a little stutter step and didn't know whether to come after Clark or stay with his receiver, and he ends up falling down right there. And Elliott just stays on his pass play right there and ends up being an easy score for the Tours with 8 minutes to go now here in the third quarter as we're going to line up for the extra point.
Third score in 4 minutes of play here. Kick is good, and with 8 minutes left, it's now – I got to look at the scoreboard here. 31-21. Sulphur trails by 10.
With 8 minutes to go, still got a lot of time. Yeah.
Let's get a stop.
I'll say we're going to have to get a stop here by fence.
Good job keeping your eyes downfield, not taking.
So we played 4 minutes. Sulphur's outscored them 14-7.
Bruce, I'll say this just from kind of, watch the first half outside on the deck out there enjoying this nice fall weather. And Clark just didn't look comfortable to me out there. And I will say this, he's looked a lot more comfortable here in the second half. Just, we've only played it 4 minutes, but 2 possessions. And these have been his 2 best possessions of the game so far.
Got a 62, a 52, and a 54-yard touchdown here in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. And the Tours have cut it to 10. Now the defense has to come up with a stop. So it was a 38-35 game in Sulphur last year. The Habits ready to go. And it goes to the far side at the 5-yard line. A lot of Tours down there, but he runs right past most of them to get it out to the 25-yard line. And it's Pruitt once again. He's getting a workout here.
He's going to sleep. That Pruitt young man, he's going to sleep well tonight.
He sure is.
Looks like the tackle was made by number 17, Cole Navarre, sophomore wide receiver. Nice open field tackle there for the Golden Tours.
Got him by the ankle at the 24-yard line.
I would like to see Sulphur maybe go to a 5-man, either 5-man front or do some little run blitz right here. That inside trap is really giving us fits on that last drive. So let's see if the Tours can make a little adjustment right here.
All right, back out in the shotgun is Menard. Pistol formation with Pruitt right behind him. 2 receivers left, 1 right. He'll turn right around and give it to Pruitt, and he's
a nice
wrapped
tackle
up.
right there.
Maybe a yard to the 25-yard line.
See if I can get a number on number 22.
22 would be Michael. 23 would be Michael Johnson.
Yep, 23, Michael
Linebacker.
Johnson, senior linebacker. That was a very nice tackle to hold him for a 1-yard gain. So they got the play they needed on first down right here. So sets up second and 9, second and long play. Like I mentioned, Bruce, this young backup quarterback, I'm going to make him beat me tonight. I've got to start taking away the Pruitt kid in the backfield.
4-man front for the Tours. And the play fake. Rolled into the near side. You got a man wide open out here. It is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That is 20 up Abercrombie. And he was wide open.
Well, I think what may have happened there, the quarterback didn't hit him right away. And but of course, the quarterback's going to say, I couldn't have thrown any better. I hit him right between the numbers, So definitely if you're a Southside fan, you're thinking that's a catch he's got to make. And would either set up a 3rd and short or a first down, but sets up 3rd and 9 now. So the Golden Tours need to stop right here to get off the field.
From the shotgun, Menard to throw. Throws deep. It is caught, and it's a foot race, and Pruitt is going to win it.
I just don't understand
Amazing.
why we're not going to give safety help.
Wow.
All the quarterback does is drop back about 3 steps and just pretty much loft it up. And Pruitt just runs a little fly pattern. He's just running straight down the middle of the daggone field. And at some point, we've got to get some safety help over the top on that receiver right there.
75 yards on 3rd and 9.
similar colors and all that. I mean, he's
We barely played 5 minutes.
Tyler Massey thought he was there and threw it.
You know, it was frustrating so far. You know, for as well as we played on offense here in the second half, the defense is unfortunately just hasn't been able to back up the offense's efforts so far.
The kick makes it 38 to 21.
Yep, 38-21 with 6:56 to go in the third quarter. Well, I thought we had a stop right there. I mean,
I did too.
That was going to be a big one, and yeah, that's one of them disheartening plays there. If you're over on that Golden Tour sideline, you know, you thought you had a great. I didn't think you had a great opportunity to get off the field, a 3-and-out right there, and set your offense up down by 10 points. So the return team is going to head out again. We'll see what they're able to do.
Going back and forth is okay as long as you can get a stop in there, and you're the one that's on top.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, we got to hit that quarterback. I mean, like a younger quarterback, and he's inexperienced a little bit there, and he feels and he looks very comfortable just dropping back. Like I said, it's only about a 3 or 4 step drop, and he just putting it up in the air, letting his wide out run underneath it. It's going to be a sharp pooch kick right here. Ball's on the ground. I think Southside's come up with the ball. Well, they call it the Tours sleeping right there.
Wow. Yep.
No, I see Sulphur's pointing their way, so I don't know who's got the ball.
I haven't seen it. No, they haven't. The official hasn't. I'm looking for the white. There he is, the white hat.
They can give Sulphur ball.
Now Sulphur gets it at the 39-yard line.
All the the entire Southside kick unit came off the field pointing that they had the ball. So it looks like we're gonna get 3 or 4 of them discussing it.
Yeah, Johnny Sidham says that's never really good for you. The ball is at the 39-yard line, or the 37. I can't tell where the ball is. Not sure anybody has the football in their hands.
Now we're going to send a 4th guy in there.
Yeah.
I think there's only 5 here at the game, so
that's all I see.
All we need is that last one. He's over there with Coach Towery, kind of trying to keep that sideline situated. And I think he realized Sulphur really needs this ball right here. Nope. They're going to change their minds. It's going to be Southside football.
Southside football. They were in there looking at a review.
Not really sure what they saw right there. What they were discussing. It was a pretty clear cut. Although I didn't see who recovered the ball, but I mean, whoever recovers the ball, I mean, it's their football. So I don't know.
You could see it on the replay. It was theirs. Yeah.
Southside's on right there.
Yeah.
Maybe Sulphur was able to reach in there and get a hold of the ball
after the whistle.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but in high school, knees down, it's a dead
ball
play.
Anyway, yeah.
Dead play there anyway. So
it'll be first down from the 39-yard line in Sulphur territory for Southside. They'll send 2 receivers out here to the right or to the left. Pistol formation, and wingman also here to the left. Receiver right. They will run it. And that is somebody new.
Those guys on the other end doing TV have better eyes than me because I
don't know what in the world. They're much younger than you and I. Because, I'm not sure where they're getting at. Maybe they're guessing.
Well, Pruitt's probably somewhere on the sideline getting an IV.
Yeah, I was about to say he's worn out. It's Leday. I'm trying to find a Leday on the list.
But they just ran that straight dive play once again. I mean, it's paid big dividends for them tonight.
They're going to run it again. This time they cut to the right, and it's first down inside the 25.
Our linebacker over pursued that play right there, and once he over pursued, there was a nice cutback there by the tailback, and he cut to his right with that linebacker over pursuing that play. There was a big running lane right there for him. And that's going to be another Southside first down.
Got 18 of them on the night for the Sharks offense.
You know, for a program that's only been playing varsity football a couple of years,
no kidding,
I'm very, very impressed with these guys.
Yeah. And, of course, now most of these have been playing for those three years or so.
Yes.
So they're used to the system. There's a good defensive play. Leday tripped up after no gain.
That was a little run blitz. Tackle there was by number 35, Hugo Perez, the senior linebacker.
He had a good game last week against Lafayette.
He was active early in the game tonight.
Yeah,
and,
remember his name.
Kind of second quarter just kind of disappeared a little bit, and so yeah, it's nice to hear his name called and see him get in the play. That's a loss of 1 yard on that play.
Yeah, it's water break time here as the Golden Tours trail 38-21 here midway through the third quarter. Next week, Halloween football in the afternoon at Matt Walker Stadium. The Golden Tours take on the Como Spartans. So come out and join us, as many people as we can get in there, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the rules change next week.
I think it was supposed to go to maybe to 50.
Or was it this week? 50% I saw, I believe.
Yeah.
But Calcasieu Parish, I don't think
That's true.
It's 50% here in Lafayette Parish, but I don't think it's 50% back in Calcasieu Parish.
It was a statewide thing, but the locals can determine that.
Those numbers are so hard to read. So just FYI on those last kickoff returns, is that what you
Was it? No, I thought it was 19.
Nope. The TV guys say we can't see it either. So we're just going to have to guess along too.
So that's
Glad
going
to
to set
hear
up a big second and 11 play for the Southside Sharks.
Ball inside the 25. Two receivers to the left, one to the right as they go from south to north, from right to left. Pistol formation again. The wingman is on the right side this time. And they will give it off up the middle and no gain. Maybe a loss back to the 25.
Looks like they're on the bottom of that pile. I see number 40, Dylan Bird, sophomore. It's a sophomore linebacker, Dylan Bird making the tackle. And that's going to lose another yard, maybe 2 yards.
This is what we saw in the goal line. The first two plays, they lost a yard. Then they pick up 4 on the third down and score on the fourth. But they run the same exact play all 4 times. So it's 3rd and 12.
One of the things I know is the Golden Tours have to play every play.
Yes. They will throw this one. Pump fake. Throw deep. Double coverage. It should be picked off, but it's not.
It's batted down right there.
Yeah, batted down by Burton.
That's a ball. That's a ball he's got to come up with right there. That'd have been a big turnover right there inside the goal line, which should have set the Tours up on the 20. But
they're going to send in Braxton Gilbo, the kicker. This will be about a 42-yard attempt, but it's right down the middle. So
yeah, and from what I've seen so far, he's definitely got the leg for this kick.
Yeah, he was hitting them from about 50 in warm-up. Of course, nobody was chasing him then.
The Tours have done a good job getting pressure on the field goals and extra points so far tonight. Let's see if they can get somebody off the corner.
It is going to be short
and to the right.
And wide, yeah. Actually, it was long enough, but it was to the right. It's his second miss today. He missed the first field goal attempt earlier.
So with 5:04 to go in the third quarter, it's going to be a turnover. So, Bruce, we got off the field. That's one of the things we just talked about. The Golden Tours offense will hit to the field down 38-21.
Yeah, you gave up 1 first down on the pooch kick, and you didn't give up anything else. So at the 20-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 for Sulphur. It's not like the colleges or the NFL where the ball is brought back to the line of scrimmage.
That's just one of them rules I never have quite understood.
Yeah, it's a touchback.
Yeah, I think they got to spread it around a little bit. Look, Braylon Walker, some of those guys hit them on the edge.
In the old days, you could attempt a kickoff from the 30-yard or the field goal from the 30-yard line, and it was just like a punt.
Yeah.
Clark throws over the middle in heavy traffic. He's got a man wearing a white shirt for the 25 at least. And that is 16. That's the first catch of the night, 16. I believe, for Booney.
Jack Boney. We're going to apologize for butchering that name.
I usually have to listen to Robbie.
Buoni. Senior wide receiver. The first time you're right. We've called his name tonight.
He picks up 7. So it's 2nd and 3 now for the Golden Tours.
I think if we can get him a little involved in the tight end number 2, Vizier involved.
He had a couple of catches last week.
I think it'll open things up for Walker and the rest of them.
They're going to run it with McFarland. Gets a block.
It's a nice block out there. A little guard pulled and
I think it's Zane Bryan.
Big 77 right there.
Oh, 77. Okay, that might have been 73. We don't have a 77.
It must be 73 then.
Yeah, I think that's Bryant.
That was a nice block out there that kind of set him and gave him the edge, gave him the corner out there for a Golden Tour first down.
That will move the football out to the 33-yard line for the Tours, who trail 38-21 now. Stelly in motion, back to a bunch formation now. Clark to throw, spins away from pressure, and more pressure coming, and he throws that complete sidearm. Looked like at about the 37-yard line.
I believe it's going to be Elliott out there again.
Yeah, it's him or Stelly, one or the other. It's an 8 or a 9.
Yeah, what I've been impressed with Clark, I don't know if Clark's gotten sacked tonight. And for a quarterback that's not known as a elusive scrambler, he's done a great job of getting away from the pressure tonight, and he scrambles with his head up, and he's been able to generally find an open wide receiver every time he's had to scramble a little bit.
The 6-yard pickup, so it's 2nd and 4 from the 39. They will run it. Lots of room on the far side. McFarland, but he is tripped up as he crosses the 40-yard line. Is that McFarland or that's Harris?
Well, I thought Harris had a running lane out there as well. I didn't get the number, but that was a very nice open field tackle by the Southside defender. Because he gets past him, he's probably got another 10 or 15 yards easily to run.
Harris will set up a 3rd and 2 for the Tours.
It looks like Harris is set up. Is that him on the top? I think they've spread him out this time.
Maybe. It's him or Walker. They are going to run it.
Oh,
and it's going to lose. That's McFarland who will lose a yard.
He never had opportunity. The defense was. I see Coach Towery talking to Clark there on the sideline. Either he read something wrong, or that's not what Coach Towery wanted out of that play right there.
So Sulphur will have to punt. So after each team scores on their first 2 possessions, neither one scores on the next one.
You know, or one of our other team members, Mitch Red, who's critiquing the broadcast from I think from North Louisiana tonight, tells us that we pronounce the young man's last name is Boney. So Mitch Red, we appreciate the advice there. We can always use it.
High snap will go over the head of the punter, and it's going to be first down as I think the flag goes down.
What's the flag going down for? That's interesting.
The only thing I can think of is face mask or somebody got holding or something.
Either that, I'm wondering if it was he was trying to throw his fumble.
Yeah, the beanbag.
Yeah, beanbag.
Because I thought the same.
Because it was just a defender and the punter back there where he threw the flag.
Yeah, unless somebody got grabbed by a face mask.
That's about all I could think of was a face mask.
That's the bad snap. Huh? Right. Oh, illegal kicking of the football by Sulphur.
He tried to kick it when he was down on the ground.
Tried to kick it on the ground.
Hey.
Yeah, so that probably doesn't mean anything. It'll just go to where it's at.
At that point in time, he was doing.
Yeah, he picked up the beanbag.
Well, it was a high snap. You know, it was one that could have been controlled. And I promise you that.
I thought so too.
The young man was like, "Man, I'm trying to do anything I can,
whatever I can."
So you got to give him an A for effort. It just didn't work for the Golden Tour punter.
Yeah, I can't imagine they would move at half the distance. And that is what they're going to do, it appears. Of course, I think the ball got all the way to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, because it bounced around. No one could quite get it picked up right there.
Penalties decline, whatever it is. I wasn't real sure what the first part of that was. So it is 1st and goal to go at the 5.
Yeah, and that's in essence a turnover right there. You know, they had one turnover to set them up on the 1-yard line in the first half, and now a second turnover sets them up on the 5-yard line. So that's 2 big turnovers there for Southside.
2:21 to go in the 3rd, 38-21. Sharks scored 38 in the game last year.
The Sharks come back out in that little powerhouse formation.
And they will give it to Pruitt. And he will go down to the 1-yard line.
And like you said, they're not doing anything fancy on that play, Bruce. They're
just running.
They're just giving it to him, and he's either going on the right side or the left side.
Yep. And the clock runs. So it'll be 2nd and goal to go, the 1-yard line now. Latter stages of the third quarter here in Lafayette.
Next week they don't have a game. They're still hoping to maybe.
Are we at 11 o'clock?
2 weeks.
11:05.
Wow.
Ball's on the ground.
Ball is loose.
The Golden
Tours
Tour say
think
they have the
it.
ball. Let's see if they did get it. Yep, Golden Tour football. They're going to recover on the 1 yard line.
Yeah,
Bruce.
let's say too bad it didn't roll into the end zone for the touchback.
It's going to be a recovery by, boy, he's running too fast for me to get his number. He's one big defensive tackle. They love anytime they get touched the ball,
yeah.
Bruce.
Yeah.
And that ball bounced around right there a couple times. And a couple different defenders had a chance at it. And I think a couple Southside Sharks had a chance at it as well.
Look where it's sitting. Oh, man. You got to be careful of the safety here.
Yeah, I thought it might have got into the end zone, but it didn't. So with 1:33 to go in the third quarter, the Golden Tour defense comes up with a critical turnover. And the offense will head to the field now down 38-21 with 1:33 to go, backed up inside their own 1 yard line. But
everybody is in the end zone.
But we do have the ball back.
Trying to get him to jump. Clark under center. And he will run the football.
Clark may not have run a play from underneath center since he was a 7th grader at W.W. Lewis.
Yeah, I don't think it happened last week. He'll get it out to the 2 yard line. So at least the offensive line can line up out of the end zone.
Yeah, and he barked a couple times right there trying to get the defense to jump. But once again, I mean, going back to this Southside team, they've played very disciplined ball tonight. Like I said, been very impressed for a young program.
Receiver left and right. They made the playoffs last year.
Yep, sure did.
It's like an I formation.
He's back underneath center again.
And somebody jumped.
I think we did.
Yep. Because the clock was only at 7.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to cost you 1 yard.
Was it the wideout moved? Couldn't tell if the wideout moved or he was just disgusted or aggravated because a lineman moved. Well, you see a lineman being subbed for, and that usually means
So it is 2nd and 9 from the 1. Half the distance to the goal from the 2. They will throw it.
He's wide open too. Walker's wide open at the 30.
40, 50.
He's got another gear right
30.
there. Inside the 20, 10. Touchdown, Golden Tours. 99 yards.
That may not be a school record, but it ought to be mighty close. 99 yards. Wow.
That's one of the things, we mentioned coming out of halftime. We thought we had to get Stelling. We had to get Walker involved in the game plan. And I think Walker even only had one pass thrown to him in the first half. And clearly the Golden Tour offense and Coach Chris Towery have come out with an intention of getting Walker involved in this ball game in the second half. And it's paid big dividends so far tonight.
Holy cow. That's his second touchdown of 62 and 99. Kick is up, and it appears to be good, and it is. So with 51 seconds left in the third quarter, 38-28. Sulphur trails by 10, but it's going to be hard to get a better play than that all year long.
Well, let's give Coach Towery, I'm assuming, is calling the offensive plays, but let's give him an attaboy as well, because I'm sure that whole defense thought we were going to come out and just run the ball once again, trying to get a little breathing room for a third down pass attempt. And Clark was back underneath center again, which is not anything that the Southside defense has seen other than the one previous play. And once again, just takes a real quick, short drop, 3, maybe 4-step drop, and puts it up in the air. And when he put it up in the air and I looked down there, Walker was by himself on that sidelines.
Nobody near him. They closed the gap a little bit till about the 40-yard line. You said he kicked it into another gear.
He had another gear once he hit about that 40.
We have touchdowns in this quarter of 62, 51, 54, 75, and 99.
I wish we'd get a little excitement here in the second half.
Wow. Kickoff to the 5-yard line, to the 10, to the 15, and that's it.
It's a nice
good
job
tackle,
there by
yeah.
Golden Tour. Nice team tackle right there. Tackling him inside the 20-yard line, so it's going to look at the defense. That just shows you right there. Good positive things happen, and just can flip the whole momentum of a team, not only on offense but on defense as well.
Sulphur came into this half with, I think, 70 yards of total offense. Heck, they got 2 touchdowns longer than that. The one, Walker's is 62. Goodness. 38-28. And again, you need turnover. You haven't had a turnover from Southside tonight.
No,
Receiver left and right.
They played very disciplined football so far.
Flag down at the snap of the football.
That'd be somebody moved early.
Well, in normal games, that's what it is. Of course, you can get it on the defense too in high school.
Yes.
It's not as often. It is a illegal procedure. We'll assume it may be a false start. So that'll back up Southside.
That Southside coach over there, he's doing his best Nick Saban impression.
Who is their coach? Coach, the general manager's stuff here. Let's see if that's in there.
We want to thank Coach Million for preparing our game information.
Well, they listed Joshua Fontenot, but I don't know if they're in all.
That's going to be 1st and 15 now. For
I thought the pick six was coming up.
A little miscommunication there between the quarterback and the wideout. And the defensive back, it almost looked like he wanted to jump that pass play, but then he thought, man, I can't let this receiver go. So he stayed with the receiver right there. And the ball falls incomplete, but that could have been a big turnover there for the first one of the night. But falls harmlessly incomplete, and that's going to set up a 2nd and 15 now at the 14-yard line for the Southside Sharks.
I thought maybe he couldn't get to it because the receiver was in the way. The play fake. Here comes the pressure. And running is Gavin. And Menard will go out of bounds near the 20.
Yeah, we're going to mention Hugo Perez's name again. He didn't make the tackle right there, but he was able to make that quarterback roll deep enough where it could have been a bigger game out there, but it kept him to a gain of 5 yards. So it's going to still set up a long 3rd and 10.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we're going to say it again here, 3rd and 10 now with 9 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. This is a play right here where the Golden Tour defense needs to come up with a big stop and get themselves off the field.
2 receivers to the left for the Sharks, 1 over to the right, 1 man in the backfield to the left of Menard. And that's a false start. Everybody moved but the center and quarterback. That'll make it 3rd and 15.
Yeah, you almost got to wonder, of course, he's been playing in the game quite a while now, but sometimes you see a lot of that jumping when you bring in a new quarterback, a little different cadence, a little different sound. But he's been in this game for 2 full quarters pretty much now.
Well, they're giving the defense the golden opportunity here to make the play and get off the field. Roll into the near side. It is caught. And if the Tours can make the stop, and they will, it'll be well short of the 1st down.
Let's see, tackles made by number 10, I believe.
And they got a flag down.
Traylon Creary.
We've got a flag in the middle of the field.
That's generally either a holding or a lineman downfield. It's going to be a holding.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 4th and 4. So I believe the Golden Tours they'll decline this.
And let's say it's a spot foul, so it would only be 3rd and about 17, so it'll be 4th down.
So the Golden Tours to get themselves off the field to end the 3rd quarter. What an exciting 3rd quarter of football.
Oh, man. Neither defense showed up in this quarter, but the Golden Tours are finally going to force a punt here when we start the 4th quarter here in a moment. It's 38-28. The Sharks are on top.
With this no-quit attitude from the Sulphur Golden Tornadoes. We'll be back after this here on Game Time.
I could have done all that, Kyle.
They get the ball. They score here.
Because I couldn't.
You don't realize how technologically advanced I am.
All right. Click here.
Click here?
Just click here. And then hit post.
Who's that, Elliott back there?
We're just constantly sharing the feed to Facebook so people can.
You got the easy
Man, I don't know, Tony. I don't know what we'd do without Kyle.
versus the worst.
You guys would be hungry. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
I ain't gonna try.
Yeah, man. Kyle's kept us fed tonight.
Oh, no kidding, huh?
Kept me a bottle of water. Every time I look up, there's some more candy laying around or something. I'm trying to enjoy a piece of candy every now and then, but I don't want to sound like I'm smacking in the mic.
All right, when we start the fourth quarter here, when the Red Hat leaves the field, it'll be fourth down for Southside near their 25-yard line. Then we'll punt the ball away, and the Golden Tours trail by 10. So here's a chance to get one of those scores back.
I was just about to say now, just as important as that defensive stop was now, we've got to have the offense come back and answer that for our defense.
Tours outscored them 21-14.
A touchdown or a field goal, either one gets us into a one possession game. So, and Coach Towery, him and Clark at quarterback have seemed to kind of find their rhythm here in the second half.
Punt goes out of bounds at looks like the 42-yard line.
Yep, 42. So we're going to be in great shape right there, Bruce.
So first down for the Golden Tours at their own 42-yard line.
And look, we'll take it. They didn't even run any time off that clock. So
really? That's happened a couple of times.
We're still with 12 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, so we may need that time before this thing's over with.
Well, each team's got all three timeouts. Nobody used one in the third quarter because there were a whole lot of breaks because there was a lot of scoring. Dark in the shotgun. Looks like it's McFarland back there with him. Tours are going from right to left, from south to north. Stelly wide out to the right. Here comes Elliott to the left, along with Booney.
Missing a player right there.
Yep, there he is. In motion comes Stelly. They'll fake the jet sweep to him and hand it to McFarland, who manages to escape.
And I don't know how
in the backfield.
He somehow got back to the line of scrimmage right there. It looked like he was destined for a good 4 to 5 yard loss.
Yep.
He did lose 1 yard.
Lost one.
I think at some point in time as well, they faked that little end around to Stelly a couple times. And I think Coach needs to come and give that ball to Stelly on one of these end arounds right here. We may be setting that play up for later here in the ball game.
2 receivers to the left, 1 over to the right. And here comes Clark to the 40, to the 45, and that's as far as he will go. He'll pick up 4. So it'll bring up 3rd and 7.
Well, that's the play I've been wanting to see. I don't think it was intentional. I think him and the running back had a little.
Yeah, it was McFarland.
Had a little communication problem there. I don't see Walker on the field. I don't know if there was a. You see him on the sideline? He's sitting right there on the sideline, huh?
Okay, I don't see him. I see 41.
Him and Pruitt may be sharing an IV bag somewhere.
Possible. All right, 3rd down and 7 for Sulphur from their own 45-yard line, trailing by 10 here early in the fourth quarter. The 3 receivers will go wide to the right. We're going to get a timeout here. And that's not good early in the fourth. You may need that later on. But that's the first timeout for Sulphur. And it comes with 10:36 to play in regulation. And Sulphur trailing at 38-21.
You hate to use that timeout so early, but on the flip side, it's a big third down play right here. Yeah. So let's make sure we got the right personnel in, make sure we got the right play in, especially coming off that the previous play, like I say, where there was a little shake up there between Clark and his tailback. I believe it was McFarland in the backfield. We haven't seen Porter in the backfield here in the second half.
No, we've just
and he had a couple of nice
plays,
runs. Yeah. I don't know. Not real familiar with that young man. I'm assuming it's maybe 30. Was it 32? Ezra Porter?
28
or 28.
Josiah.
Josiah Porter.
Yeah.
A senior running back and defensive back.
All right, it's 3rd down and 7 for Sulphur. 3 receivers to the right. McFarland in the backfield to the left.
I'd love us to see Vizier get involved right here on the bottom.
Clark to throw. Got time. Throws deep. It is caught. Elliott to the 20-yard line.
What a big play.
He had great position in front of the defender there.
Yeah, you can't, as a defensive back right there, you can't get any better in a better spot than what he was. I mean, he had perfect coverage on him. But Elliott's a big kid. I mean, he reminds me, different position, but he reminds me of Christian Trahan that was here at the Golden Tours a couple years
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
He's just a space eater, you know.
Mhm.
It takes it. You almost got to commit pass interference to get around him to make that play right there.
From the 20, the play fake, and Clark is hammered. I give Clark credit for hanging on to the football. A loss of 5. He was nailed from the blind side. As they were going to throw it.
And I don't know how Clark held on to this football. He did not see this.
A loss of 4.
Yeah, you know, he reached down to grab his towel right there, but he may be also reaching down to
Stretches back.
to make sure everything's still intact.
Yeah.
Of course, you see him jog back to that huddle. Boy, that's the wonders of being 17 years
Well, no
old.
kidding.
Huh?
My back hurt just sitting up here watching you. All right. 2nd and 14 now. The ball back at the 24-yard line. You got to get it at least to field goal position. Clark to throw. And he escapes. Boy, he had a great job of escaping in the backfield.
Well, I think he wanted Elliott. Elliott was he thought Elliott was going to cut that back toward the corner of the end zone, and he broke his route off. And then when he realized that, he didn't put the ball up in the air, and that's when he pulled it back down.
Timeout number 2.
Yeah, you can see a second timeout here by Coach.
Yep.
Last 2 plays, the offense is just kind of.
Yeah, somebody's getting free.
Well, and Clark took another good shot on that play right there on that scramble play. So
it'll be 3rd and 13. He picked up 2, and how he got 2, you know, much to his credit, because he got hammered the play before and he got smothered on that one, but he managed to sneak out and pick up positive yards.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a few more crossing routes here by the Golden Tours as well. You know, they've been throwing that deep ball real well, and I think this would be a perfect opportunity to send a couple of them wide outs deep and then just kind of drag that tight end back over the middle of the field, a crossing route, and 5 or 6 yard pass and give him opportunity to pick up that first down, or probably 5 yards, get you back into pretty reasonable field goal range.
Yeah, it's less than.
They're at the 22 right
35
now.
right now would be a 40, about a 41.
Yeah,
how about a 40-yarder? So you don't have to get 7 right here, but if you can get 3. It's a 1-score ball game.
We still don't see Walker in the game.
All right, it's 3rd and a long 12. Clark to throw. Throws over the middle. Oh, he threw it too far in front of Tag Stelly. It was wide open.
Yeah, Tag run a nice route right there. I think Clark kind of got a little happy feet right there. Got some pressure once again. But, that it's important to note. I mean, that's what happens when he gets hit hard on the first 2 plays. That play right there, he had plenty of time to throw the ball, but got just a hair nervous, and like I say, kind of got the feet moving. Might be more Coach Towery's talking with him as he heads off the field.
Well, he's going to have to push this one. It's a 39-yard attempt. The ball was more to the middle of the field.
Yeah, it seemed like it got scooted
over. I don't know
over
why it got moved over like that.
So you're right on that edge.
Yeah.
If you could just get
It's habits.
a few more yards, you'd feel more comfortable.
And he's missed it.
Had distance right there. Just missed it to the left.
Missed it, yeah.
I think
Line drive.
Southside didn't rush right there. I think Southside was worried about a fake.
Yeah, I agree. So, still a 10-point ball game at 38-28 with 9:13 to go in the ball game. 1st and 10 coming up now for Southside from their own 20-yard line. So that's actually the 3rd missed field goal we've had tonight. The Southside has missed a couple.
But, I see the defense going back out onto the field once again, and I see number 50, Kylan Kelly, defensive lineman, and, just see some more excitement from the defense now. They've had a last couple series have been pretty good for the defense, and so we'll look to see if that defense can kind of pick us up here and maybe take us on in toward the end of this ball game here with 9 minutes to go.
Shotgun as usual for Menard. Man in motion. He will give it to him on the jet sweep near side. And the Golden Tours smelled that one.
Nice tackle right there by number 10.
Yep. Short gain.
Number 10, Traylon Creary. It looks like Ridge, one of our other favorite guys, 54, Ridge Marcantel.
No, that's not you. You'll get up.
94.
Okay.
94, Cage Owens is down. He got back up and he's down again.
He pointed to an ankle, I think.
And so they'll work out a little bit on
Maybe it's a cramp. That would be good.
Looks like it's going to be a gain. It was a gain of 4 on the play, so it's going to set up 2nd and 6. But we're going to take a timeout on the field here with 9 minutes to go to check on the Golden Tour defense. defensive player.
Sulphur trails 38-28.
And, you know, that end around play, so that's another play that Southside had some success with in the first half. And that's actually a similar play I was talking about a little earlier. I'd like to see the Golden Tour offense get that into their game plan at some point tonight. But Southside is pretty clear. They're going to try to win the game on first and second downs with their running game. And then, you know, they're not going to keep the ball in the quarterback's hands. He's only going to throw it when he absolutely, you know, probably needs to.
Owens limping off. Looks like the left ankle. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Sharks from their own 24-yard line. They lead by 10 here. Still relatively early in the fourth quarter.
You know, not sure what's going to happen here the last 9 minutes of the ball game, but you know the intensity and the effort we've played with here in the second half,
much better than we saw last week when the Tours just kind of ran out of gas against Lafayette in their first game of the season.
Well, and I didn't think we didn't have a good first half intensity wise tonight. You know, and it may be a little coming off a little. You know, the rain and the delays, but you know, maybe coming off that Lafayette game kind of had us in a little fog as well.
They will run it again to the near side. Some good blocks, maybe even a hold, but it'll be a first down out to the 39-yard line, and a late hit is going to go against Sulphur. It's kind of hoping they wouldn't call that.
Yeah, but I thought he was still in bounds right there.
They have too many conferences, too many conversations.
Well, and his back judge is not – both these back judges tonight have not hesitated to throw that yellow flag. You know, they had a little scuffle there early in the game between two linemen, and somehow he came out of that and threw a flag for face mask against Southside. And there's been a couple questionable flags thrown by the back judge tonight.
So that's a 30-yard gain all the way to the Sulphur 46-yard line.
So let's see if the defense here can tighten up.
They have not forced a turnover yet tonight. Close, but haven't quite gotten a turnover. Two backs in the backfield, one in the pistol formation. And there it's just your night.
Yeah, it's going your way. It's going your way, huh?
That one bounces off of Menard's hands and right into the hands of, I guess, Pruitt. Here goes a flag. Sulphur said something because they threw it toward the Sulphur
come on, guys.
Group here.
Yeah, somehow.
Wow.
Quarterback's in a shotgun. Ball goes through his hands up in the air and just falls into the lap of Pruitt.
Yep, he loses 3 yards, but then a flag.
Yeah, this is gonna be, if it's against the Golden Tours, I mean, it's just something you can't have.
No,
right
you
here.
cannot have that because you just got a gift.
Yeah, you were gonna have second and 13.
Why do they talk so much?
Well, I think he's writing numbers down.
Oh,
right now.
I see.
I saw number 50 go back out of the game for us. A quick substitution right there. So I got a feeling that may be who that penalty was on.
An explanation to the two coaches here. I wonder if it's an offsetting foul here.
I would love it to be an offsetting foul.
Yeah, me too.
And it may be, like you said, they're talking to both coaches.
You know, the ball's still down at the 49-yard line, which would make it 2nd and 13.
And neither coach likes the message that was given to me. Let's see, the white hat still. He may be like saying he's probably writing down numbers because they get one again. I mean, one is allowed. The second one you're escorted
gone.
off the field. Yeah. So
I think somebody said something.
And this has been a pretty clean game by both teams.
Yeah.
You know, it's just something you hate to see right here. You don't need this by either squad. Now they're not gonna mark any yards off, and he didn't.
No, he didn't tell us anything. It's not offsetting penalties. So.
Yeah, we'll take it. So it's gonna be 2nd and 13 now.
None of our business. Ball at the Sulphur 49-yard line from the shotgun. Menard will hand it off, and here comes lots of running room. 40, 35, 30 to about the 29-yard line. First down. That's 20 I've got first downs for Southside.
Well, we've got to have you got to have a defensive either linebacker or safety. Got to step up and make that play right there. He's just getting into the – once he gets past the line of scrimmage, he's just got 5 and 10-yard chunks of room just to roam back there.
8:10 to go now. Of course, Southside's in no hurry, leading by 10 here in the fourth quarter. From the shotgun, Menard awaits the snap. He will hand it off, and the Tours will shut down Pruitt after a gain of a yard at the 28, bringing up 2nd and 9.
Looks like Dylan Bird, sophomore linebacker, in an initial tackle right there. Like I said, at some point in time, you got to make an adjustment on defense to stop that running game.
So a second down coming up.
7:25. Now as we mentioned, Bruce, the clock clearly becomes a ally for the Southside Sharks.
And Sulphur only has one timeout. Yeah. Sulphur can only stop it once. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They ain't going to throw it. They will run it. I'm going to assume it's Pruitt, and he'll get a couple to the 26-yard line, bringing up another big 3rd down, 3rd and 6.
Southside's doing a great job. They're winding that play clock down inside. They've snapped the last 2 plays with 2 seconds to go on the play clock, so they're eating up all of their time. We're now down inside 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go, and it'll be down inside 6. It'll be about 6:17 when they snap the ball here on 3rd down.
Pretty much the same formation here. And they're going to roll out near side to throw back.
It's a little surprising.
Yeah, I'm not sure he was throwing to.
When it stops the clock, I figure maybe he was going to run the ball off that play right there and take a short gain and then keep the clock rolling. But
I think he threw to the wrong man. It'll be a long field goal attempt. This will be 40.
It's 26, 36, and 7. It's 43 yard.
Yeah. And he's got to push it to the right, the right-footed kicker.
Now, this is a yardage that Kyle Medier would be comfortable with, but I'm not sure about this Southside Shark kicker.
It's the furthest one I ever kicked.
It's a nice job by the holder right there. Sulphur's going to get a rough. He made it anyway, but I think Sulphur's going to get a rough in the kicker call. He hit him on his plant leg pretty good. So let's see. If nothing else, I think Southside will take the points down just about keep the clock.
Unless it's a first down. Oh, it's a personal foul. That'll be a first down.
It's 6:14 to go, so they'll get to start winding the clock off again.
Yep.
That's a dagger for the Golden Tour defense right there.
Each team has had one of those tonight. I got 71 yards in penalties for Sulphur.
Well, what's frustrating there is the kick was it's off. It wasn't even a block situation. The kick was well away, and just the young man trying to give a little bit of last minute effort right there, and just like I say, slides into the plant foot. If he'd hit the kicking leg, I think it had just been a 5-yard variety. But he slid through that plant leg, and they're not going to let you go through them plant legs of the kickers, obviously for a safety situation.
You're still down by 13.
Bruce, I see Coach Sam Moore of the Golden Tour baseball squad is listening to the game tonight. Clearly looking forward to we're looking forward to football season, but looking forward to what the Golden Tour baseball team is going to have in the spring.
They're going to run a sweep here for Pruitt, and he's brought down hard at the 8-yard line.
But from what I understand, we have a little cleanup to do on the baseball field, or at least our partner Spar does. So
they're getting a big fancy scoreboard now?
Well, we got it last year.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a little fundraising, and we had some great sponsors. Billy Navarre Auto Group, and for lack of a better term, I can't keep up with all the different dealerships now, but we're going to call it Billy Navarre Auto Group. Ryan Navarre, a great sponsor of the Golden Tours, and also Jason Gunner with Gunner Construction. Jason, a former baseball player at Sulphur High and also at McNeese University.
I thought the name was familiar.
Yeah, and stepped forward a couple large donations, and we had a couple of I knew I shouldn't have started naming names because I was going to forget the other ones, but we had a couple of other donations as well, and was a great addition to the main baseball field. And unfortunately, it came down in the storm. Good thing is, though, we had insurance on it, so in addition to all the other things. So Spar, you've seen the damage from the two storms. So Spar's got a lot of work ahead of them. But I believe Tony Tremonti spoke with Spar earlier this week, and they're committed to making sure the baseball facility is going to be back up to par in time for baseball season, as well as the softball fields had some damage as well. I drive by them every day back and forth to work, and but I know the Spar group will certainly take care of that for the softball and baseball teams.
I do love baseball. It's my favorite.
Well, good. And we're gonna work on covering some more baseball games in the spring. So,
man, I'm hoping I'm doing McNeese. I was scheduled to do my first radio McNeese games when everything got canceled.
Oh wow.
Yep. Had some PA, but I didn't get any radio for baseball. All right, it is second and about 6 now. Tours are out of timeouts. Oh no, that was our water break. I'm sorry. Leday close to the 5-yard line. So third down coming up. And Southside will need about 3 now. The ball right at the 6-yard line. The line to gain is 3.
Down inside 5:20 now.
Yep. I think Sulphur still has the 1 timeout.
That clock sure seems to run fast when you want it to run slow.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the real.
Well, we're getting 20 minutes to midnight. This one may be later than the fire game we had in New Iberia.
Much less time.
3rd and 3 now. And now timeout will be called by Southside. So I'm going to imagine this is not 4-down territory for them. They can take the field goal and force Sulphur to have to score 2 touchdowns with 1
field goal
timeout.
makes it a 13-point game. So
yeah, that would work.
Kyle, did you happen to get a Como score tonight?
No Como score yet.
Oh, who'd they play?
I don't know. We apologize. We're kind of a little discombobulated tonight because I don't think we had our sponsor information as well. So does Mitch Red? Mitch is going to get upset because I was about to say I don't think we were able to get it from Mitch Red. I missed the game last week, so I apologize. I'm a little discombobulated.
They're not flashy, man. They just
All right, I don't know where I get it from. I'm trying my.
But just going through some of our sponsors, Southern Technologies, First National Bank of DeRidder.
All right, here we go. Zachary, Blasting Live Oak. They had the same problems we did. They're late starting. This one will be close.
They're going to stop him.
It'll be fourth and down. 1. Yeah, it'll be 4th and 1.
Some of our other great sponsors we failed to mention them earlier tonight, but King Mechanical, Clayton King.
I would go for it here if I'm Southside.
Kyle, I know you go here for your kids, Cajun monograms and screen printing, Mike and Wendy Kuntz.
I try to put the game away here.
So it's going to be 4th and 1. They're not going to take their field goal, Bruce. They're going to line up. Well, they may see if Sulphur is jumping. They're going to let the clock run down.
Yeah, let the clock run down
take
anyway.
their field goal.
Yeah.
So we're down
They may
inside.
take a delay game because that's a pretty
that's
stiff angle.
Yep. So in high school and college football, it's a little wider between the hatches. Now they snap it.
Yeah, they're going to run it, and the Tours are going to stop it.
Ridge Marcantel, 54.
Chainsaw.
What a big play right there for Mr. Well, whether the Tours win or lose tonight, Ridge Marcantel is one of the players that definitely showed up to play for the Tours tonight. He sat there for probably a good 30, 35 seconds. Wow, they got a good spot out of that. Wait a minute.
Oh, no, that's
okay.
Sulphur football.
Okay.
The line to gain was the 3.
Oh, okay. But, they sat there 30 or 35 seconds. What are we doing here? Another conference. I don't like these conferences, Bruce,
No.
especially when you're playing on the road. But the defensive line had to sit there 30 or 35 seconds waiting to kind of see what was going to do. We had jumped off sides several times tonight. They finally snapped it with a couple seconds left on the play clock, I think, hoping that they would catch us sleeping. And Ridge Marcantel just shoots a gap, beats his blocker. That's just one of them plays. I mean, he wanted that play more than what that blocker wanted to block him right there, and just made it play. And big turnover right there.
Acadiana has beaten Ruston tonight 24-10. So Sulphur with the football here.
crowd of maximum 50%. I know a lot of high school coaches excited.
And they're still not sure what they're going to do, I guess.
I don't
Huh?
know what's going on.
Several parishes, 26
Another one of the sponsors is Brandon Dever for Ward 4 Marshall.
capacity in stadiums.
Cabbage Patch Flowers and Gifts.
So at the 6-yard
Karen Crow beat Turlings tonight,
and Sulphur is down by
but the home team didn't do too
Well,
well.
from what I understand, Karen Crow's got a nice squad this
Yeah.
year.
Tours are going to run it. It's McFarland, and he drops the football, and it's going to be a touchdown for Southside. And Southside's going to score. How many points are they going to score? 2 or 6 or 2?
Maybe it's going to be 6.
Yeah, it's
there.
going to be 6. Yep.
And for Southside, Jamin Etienne, that's his 3rd touchdown of the year. How about that?
Man,
3 fumble recoveries.
It's the first score of the 4th quarter.
He's done it in 4 games.
yeah. Credit to him. And again, just
Well, I didn't get the number. It was just a nice
Yeah,
putting,
no
putting
idea.
a helmet on a ball there by the defense.
making these mistakes.
Ball pops out of McFarland's hands, and once again we're gonna
And this defense.
that's the 3rd tour turnover inside their own 5-yard line, and results in a touchdown.
That would be. He's been involved in some turnovers too. But Jamin Etienne, he's got a nose for the football, that's for sure. Gilbo now to
So they're going to be lined up for the extra point. The kick's going to be up, and the kick's going to be good.
Yep. 45.
So with 3:46 to go here in the ball game, Southside Sharks have extended their lead now to 45-28. And, I don't remember what happened with the set. I think they scored touchdowns on all 3 of them turnovers. No, we had the fumble
interception was
recovery
one.
on the one.
Yeah, the interception was 1.
But the muff punt,
Yep, they
And
scored
then-
there.
that turnover right there is 14 points. If you take them 14 points away, it's a 31-28 ball game. So, obviously 2 big turnovers for the Golden Tours that were pretty much just give-me's. And
A 1-0 forfeit.
Kenner,
Usually they're 2-0. Yeah,
Kenner and
something,
Benjamin.
Yeah,
I've never heard of Benjamin.
yeah I know
either.
those. Yeah.
And then a big forced fumble there by the Southside defense.
Oakdale beat DeQuincy tonight. Welsh got blasted by Notre Dame. Some other area games.
3:46 left to go.
Scrolling through here, looking for Como. As Jennings wins 64-28 over St. Louis.
Wow.
Kinder beats Rose Pine.
So Southside's going to line up here for the kickoff. Golden Tours will send 2 deep. And like I say, with 3:46 to go in the ball game, Coach Towery is going to have the offense back out there after this kickoff and see if they can end the game on a pop. What's a nice kickoff
Yeah, it's
right
the second
there.
time he's kicked one into the end zone. He's either kicked it into the end zone or he's kicked it out of bounds.
Walker was back there on the return right there, but he hasn't been on the offensive side of the ball. Let's see if he stays on the field. I thought maybe we might have an injury situation, but like I say, he was back there for the kickoff. I believe he's back in the offensive huddle, so that's good to see that he wasn't out of the game earlier due to any injuries.
My team got beat tonight. Pickering beats Vint. Looking at some of the other scores with local teams. They're trying to find Como.
So Clark's going to lead the Golden Tours back out. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line with, as we mentioned, 3:46 to go in the ball game. We'll have 3 wideouts on the top. Walker's going to be here on the bottom, and now they'll move Dylan McFarland out here on the bottom as well. So it's 5 wide.
Yep, empty backfield. 3-man rush.
Clark's going to get some pressure roll to his left. Keeps it and tucks it. What's a nice big hit right there.
Yep.
Another big hit Clark takes. But he's going to get to the 30-yard
first
line, which is
down,
going to be a first down for the Golden Tours.
And some toughness. Watch at the end of this. He wasn't looking.
Well, that's like I
15
say.
first downs for Sulphur.
I'd like to see Clark have kept a few of them balls earlier in the ball game.
That's a collision.
I think that was Jalen Jones, the transfer from the state of
So once again, the Tours will go 2 wide on the top, 2 wide on the bottom. McFarland to be in the backfield once again with Clark. He'll take the snap. He looks to his left. Boy, and he gets
and the
hit
ball is
twice on the
loose.
balls on the
Yep.
ground. That's going to be a Southside Shark turnover right there on their Golden Tour 20-yard line. With 3:16 to go in the ball game, unfortunately, that's going to just about seal the
Yep.
game now for Southside.
That will take care of it now. They can't run the clock out but they can get pretty close.
Yeah,
With the first down, they would.
Especially with the Tours only having one timeout.
Yeah.
Not sure what happened on the protection right there because they had somebody coming from both sides, and Coach Towers out on the field. I don't know, or maybe he's trying to get some of his defense on. I don't know.
So Southside now with a chance to run it out.
They played well.
Well, we've done a good job there on the offensive line in the second half of giving him some protection, and like I said, it was just almost a total breakdown because both defensive ends converged on him and both at the same time, and Clark just wasn't able to hang on to that ball.
So first down, they will run it for a loss of a yard. Marcantel came away with the football, but that's not going to count.
That's Marcantel, man. He's got a motor that just doesn't stop. I mean, his motor will still be going to the bus, yeah.
And when we spoke with Chris Tower,
So it'll bring up a second and about 12.
And as we mentioned, Marcantel comes up with the football right there. I was singing his praises on that previous possession, and, you're down 45-28 inside 3 minutes to go. It's real easy for a defensive player right here just to kind of make a few plays and head to the showers but after the ball game. But Marcantel is not going to quit playing for the Golden Tours.
On second down, up the middle again. This will pick up a couple. At best, looks like just a yard back to the 24-yard line.
New number right there. I saw on the play, number 47, Hunter Nortman, sophomore defensive back. The guy listed as a defensive back. He looks more like a linebacker, if our numbers are correct.
Gavin Menard has filled in beautifully tonight for Southside. That would be a big
So third down and 11. Ball right about the 23. Of course, Southside in absolutely no hurry.
Yeah, we're now inside 2 minutes to go here in the ball game. Play clock's down to about 11. So Menard's going to get his offense lined up right here.
He came in this game, stepped up. He threw some good balls. It wasn't just handoff left, handoff right. I mean, he made some
flags go down.
Plays through the air.
I think we had legal procedure on the south side of the Sharks.
legal procedure penalty on Southside.
Or that, or maybe they had run too much off the clock.
Yeah, it was, other than some a handful of illegal procedure calls, and they've had a pretty clean game tonight themselves.
A lot of penalties in the first half. We haven't seen very many here in the second half. So this will back them up 5 and make it a 3rd and 16.
With 1:52 now to go in the ball game. He'll fake the handoff. He'll run a bootleg to the far side.
Get down, buddy.
Yeah, they'll drag him out of bounds. He didn't. He
They're
didn't want to go out of
wind it,
bounds. Yeah.
They're going to wind it. They kept it winding.
Yeah, I think they're ready for this one to be
Yeah.
over. About 90 seconds left.
Well, what was interesting, I think if he wouldn't have tackled him and just let him run, I think he would have run out of bounds. I think by tackling him, they kept him in bounds. But as a young quarterback, trying to get some game time experience right there for Southside. Hate to see their starting quarterback go down. And
Yeah, I don't see him.
I saw him head to the locker room right
Okay.
before halftime.
Yeah, I don't
and
see him out there.
hopefully not too serious of an injury for that young man. So now we're down inside 1 minute to go. Southside's going to take a timeout with 1 second on the play clock. That's going to wind the game clock now down to 55 seconds. I'm going to suspect they'll run it. It looks like they're going to go ahead and run another offensive play. I don't see the field goal team going out into the field.
Oh, no, there's just take a knee.
Yeah.
With 55 seconds left. Well, we had a listener in Pennsylvania tonight. Bless her heart.
Kyle, let's mention some more of our great Golden Tornado sponsors. Cutters Outdoor Power Equipment.
Oh, Como didn't play tonight.
Oh, they were off.
Yeah.
Randall Bowser Shetler Insurance. I want to say he used to work for another insurance company. I almost mentioned the other name. George's House of Flowers. Tony, if you get in a little trouble this week, you're going to need to call George. Chrissy's going to need some flowers. Exit Realty. I believe that's Exit Realty. Somehow we got somewhere in here we know we have Pawpaw Jack Abear, Billy Navarre Chevrolet, and Jack Abear from Marshall.
Still waiting on the red hat.
Hollywood Barbershop, Mr. Troy Darby, former player for the Golden Tours. Their business, between him and his dad, they've been in business for 64 years in Sulphur.
That'll be 4th down for the Sharks. 4th and about 16 or so. They will run it to the near side. And, of course, nowhere near the first down. So the Tours will have a couple more plays left here as the clock will not stop. It's still running.
No, maybe let's see. It's that old infamous. Well,
it's still running.
He finally stopped it
at 42 seconds. Yeah, he let 10 seconds run off of it. He must have a date at midnight.
Hey, if you're gonna let 10 seconds run, might as well go and let the last 42 run off.
So Como had the open date. They didn't play tonight, so they come to Sulphur.
Nicholas Sachs watching from South Texas. So we appreciate you watching from Texas.
That girl is in Pennsylvania right there.
Yosha. Oh, I'm going to butcher that.
Don't worry about it. Her daughter gave her that name.
I got you.
Yep. The clock running again? Oh, they put 54 seconds on it. Okay. Empty backfield for the Tours on first down. Clock to throw. Looks down the middle. Now throws into the hands of one of the Sharks who dropped it. It's intended for Walker, but he threw it way behind Walker.
Boy, and you hate to see Walker kind of got rolled up on.
Yeah, I thought so. He was limping.
You know Nick Sachs? Oh, yeah, we just mentioned. Yeah, Nick Sachs. Yep. Nick Sachs, we appreciate you watching from South Texas.
No, her name is Rebecca.
I'm going to trust you on that, Bruce.
Believe me,
take it to the bank, huh?
I can show it.
I got you. I'm not going to mention anything else I saw on that screen right there.
That's okay.
She's awful nice, though, huh?
Yep, she's pretty good. A dog, lots of cats. We got a penalty here against Southside. And she has a Pennsylvania accent.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to ring the bell of my good friend Shane Hanchy. He's usually watching he's usually watching from Canada about this time because he's in the Canadian finals. And COVID kind of cut that short this year. So he's at home in Texas, and he's getting ready for the NFR in Dallas. And we'll talk a little bit about that probably as it gets closer.
Here's Clark running for his life to the right.
Yeah, we've kind of this last two possessions.
He'll go out of bounds.
Last two possessions, our offensive lines really had trouble. Of course, they know we're throwing the ball, so they're just kind of.
Yeah, they're the coverage is what's doing it. He doesn't. Not only is he not getting a lot of time, but there's nobody to throw it to.
But yeah, Shane Hanchy from Sulphur, former Golden Tours, preparing for his 11th consecutive NFR, and NFR was moved from Vegas to Dallas this year, so he'll be going after his second World Championship once again.
Oh, it's 2nd and 6 now for the Tours at their own 42-yard line. Clark with a little help in the backfield this time. He'll roll to the near side.
Yeah, see right there.
He will tuck it and run.
I didn't think he had to roll right there, and but like I said, we talked about all the hits he's taken here in the fourth quarter, and
he picks up the first down, but he does not get out of bounds. So with 25 seconds left,
Golden Tours just took their third and final time out of the ball game.
So the ball is at the 45.
And our listeners, we appreciate you working with us. Kyle's kind of got this little fancy dancy camera set up tonight, and
yeah, you can see us in the window there.
Yeah, in the reflection. But Kyle says I think we had maybe from the 20 to the 20 earlier in the ball game, and one of the fans had suggested, "Hey, is there any way we could move it?" And I didn't think it could be moved, but leave it to Kyle to figure out how to turn it. So
that's beyond my pay grade right there. I can talk, but I don't do video.
So the Tours are going to be set up 1st and 10 now at the Southside 45-yard line with 25 seconds. this is a great opportunity. The Tours are working on their 2-minute offense.
Yep.
And
just take away something positive.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, clearly, obviously, the game's out of reach right here. But, yeah, work on their 2-minute offense, get something, like you say, in the game on a positive note as they'll prepare to face the Como Spartans next week.
3 receivers to the right, 1 out here to the left. Clark with the snap. Throws short.
He was wide open, too.
Yep. He bounced it in there. Elliott must play shortstop.
And if he doesn't, then Coach Sam Moore may be talking to him.
Talking to him, yep. So he made a good play on the short hop.
So that's set up 2nd and 10 now for the Tours.
22 seconds left to play in this one. Clark in the shotgun as always. 3 receivers right, 1 left. And he threw to Elliott, who had no clue it was coming.
Yeah, I think Elliott had a different
idea of what the play was.
Route. Yeah, I think Clark wanted him to cut that route off short and kind of hit him and let him run with the ball.
But Clark went over to him. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Tours from the Sharks 45.
18 seconds to go here in the ball game.
Same formation, 1 receiver left, 3 right. 1 man in the backfield to block. Clark escapes. Now he gets it to Elliott. Oh, it's the hook and lateral. And Clark did not catch it, but Sulphur falls on it, and that is it because it's not a first down. Yep.
Yeah. I think that's what the play they wanted to run.
I think so too. Yep. So Southside wins homecoming here. For a school that's only been around about 5 years, they still have homecoming, so someone can be the queen. And the Sharks win it 45-28.
So the Golden Tours will fall to 0-2 on the young season for them. And I didn't see the game last week, but I mean, I felt like at times the Golden Tours played better football tonight, probably than what they played last week. I think they did. They put together 4 quarters tonight.
Yeah, the turnovers were a problem. That was really a big problem here tonight, I think, for the Tours. You set them up with short fields a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, resulted in easy points for Southside, and the Golden Tours they're not a good enough team to be able to give their opposing team short fields like that, and be able to continue to compensate for it. But they'll get better from the game tonight. Had to go through a long rain delay, a lightning delay, coming on and off the field, and so a few different little things happened tonight. But stay tuned to the website this week. Hopefully Kyle or one of us will update it. But from what we understand, game time is going to be back from Matt Walker Stadium, Shannon Suarez Field, 3:00 next Saturday against the Como Spartans. Obviously, I don't know with Halloween if that's going to change at all. That may move that game time up a little bit. But
my fear might be that sundown comes too quick.
Yeah, maybe as well.
May move it to 2.
Yeah, with no lights in the stadium due to the storms, it may get moved up. So, but as soon as we hear something, we'll post it to the Facebook page. We certainly appreciate everyone listening tonight. And Bruce, it's been great calling my first game with you. I'm sorry you had to call the first half with Kyle, but
it's all right. You calm down. Everything calmed down in the second half.
So we're going to sign off from Lafayette, Louisiana tonight from Southside Sharks at Turlin's Catholics Stadium, which Turlin's got a beautiful complex here. I don't know if y'all talked about that earlier, but they have a beautiful field. Well, we're going to sign off, and it's going to be a late night getting home tonight. So we'll be getting on 9:10. Everybody traveling home, please be safe, and we'll see you guys next Saturday from Matt Walker Stadium.
Yeah, come out and join us.
Yeah, come join us.
Come join us. Come watch this team. They're fun.
Thank you, guys.
Audio Jungle.